Better boss up, nigga.
All right, what's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's
for being here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome to Wednesday's Facts Over Feelings live stream, where we kick the Mickey Ficky facts and we don't give a fucks about your feelings. You in here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish, the King of Kings, the King of Content, and the Speaker of Truth. Yours truly, the Notorious one, aka Mr. Coach Alini, better known as the Prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. And you're indeed in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but you could call me CGAC, God, Allah, and I be the 14-time Monetized champion of YouTube. We got a great show for you today, following off the heels of today's show. A 19-year-old trad wife, all right, chooses to trad life. We have another religious trad wife who got married at the tender age of self high five, 19 years old, former, well, currently and formerly a Jehovah's Witness, marries R&B singer Marques Houston. This has been in the news. Apparently, she's also returned to these streets.
In these streets.
All right, after giving Marques Houston 2 babies. Now, she is in her 20s now. She is now age 22, so it took 3 years. Just about right, yep. And there is footage of her being in these streets.
In these streets.
All right, sometimes you guys got to figure it out.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
She went back to the streets, all right? Yes, she did.
In these streets.
And she is seen twerking and working that thing and hanging out with Pookies. What can we learn from this particular lesson? We also have perhaps the Gold Diggers National Anthem. Yes, indeed, the Gold Diggers National Anthem. Maybe you guys don't know, or what is not the Gold Diggers National Anthem. It is the, well, I suppose the Tricks National Anthem. All right, the Tricks National Anthem. It could be the JUCO National Anthem. We're going to read the lyrics to a song that's been making its way around the R&B scene for about 10 years, and it is the Tricks National Anthem. Yes, indeed. All right, let me see here. I might pull up the lyrics in a little bit, but apparently it is not Kanye West's Gold Digger. It is not that. That was what's on my mind. But there might be another song that perhaps might be the Tricks national anthem. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. All right. Somebody's going on here, man. Why do people doing that? Let's time you out. Put your ass on time out. All right. Time out on these ninjas. All right. Here we go here. But to contribute to today's show, $, the Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV, PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams, and that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat. New world order. On the Free Agent Lifestyle channel, the Tricks National Anthem. All right, this should be interesting. We're going to play it. We're going to play it, and we're going to play it soon. All right, and we're going to have some fun. It's the evening service. JUCO lined up, and Nick, I just came from the gym. No flex zone. No flex zone. They know better. They know better. No flex zone. All right, we got the no flex zone going on here. Came back from the gym, working with my personal trainer. She getting the ninja right and all right. So we need to see what's going on here. I got a lot of good energy, but I'll be tired after this. All right, because I'm an old man. I'm just a dirty old man. All right, I'm just a dirty old man. I'm 65 years old, and you got some big fucking titties. All right, missed the old clips. Who misses the old clips of my show? Who misses the old clips? Shout out to Pro Man, says this is for telling the truth about the 60s Bamas who moved to the big city but brought Tupelo, Mississippi with them. Shout out to you, man, and them Bamas. Know your history. Know your history. All right, the black migration definitely set African Americans backwards. All right, so did the civil rights movement, arguably. A lot of them basically came with who-ish social services. And this is where you get the welfare queen. That was not assimilated established blacks. That weren't free blacks. Them were Bamas. Right. Anyway, hater blockers are on. We got my hater blockers. Shout out to Pro Man. All right. Had to let people know. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know that black people never looked at each other as all the same. That's what niggas do today, the communists. We're all the same. No, we're not. We're not. We're not all the same. All right, I once interviewed my great-grandpappy. Well, I take that back. He was actually my grandpappy. He died a few years ago. And I interviewed him a few years before he died. And shout out to him. Didn't really have a close relationship with him. He knew who I was in this older age. He lived to about 93 years old. Shout out to my grandpappy. All right. Our grandpappy. He served in the Navy. And, on my legacy journey, for you legacy ninjas, I interviewed him right when it's in his 90s because, and I still have the video. And I haven't done much with it, but I posted it on Facebook back in the day. And I sat down with my grandpappy, and I just wanted to know. I said, tell me your story. I asked him questions. Where did you grow up? What did you do as a teenager? Why did you go to the military? What made you move from one city to another? He was a black migrant. He migrated from the South in Jim Crow into the, not the Northeast. It would be the Midwest. And that established where I was, one of my birthplaces, all right, where my family became established, where my mother met my father through this migration move here by migrate. So, as a patriarch, it takes one person to establish an entire generation of people. All right. And his one move from his area allowed me to be born. Right. I was born from his life, came from his life force. And a lot of you guys should interview your old relatives, especially your patriarchs, just so you can see. So anyway, quick story. He told me he grew up in Arkansas. Shout out to everybody. I have my paternal side from Arkansas and my maternal side from Atlanta, Georgia. All right. So shout out to all of my paternal and maternal. All right. Shout out to both sides there. And he said he grew up in Arkansas. He dropped out of school like a lot of people did back in this time. He grew up in a rural area. He had many, many brothers and sisters. And he started working as a young 14-year-old boy. And he talked about the Jim Crow South, but he didn't really acknowledge like there was a lot of, he never felt in danger. Like he never was like, nah, I felt in danger. You know, he never really talked about racism. I asked him too. I was like, was there a lot of racism going on? He was like, I really didn't. So he was like, I really didn't see it or feel it or any like that. Now that is bizarre, right? Because we're all told that niggas was going through stress, right? They was hanging, and they were. I'm not saying they weren't. All right, but he was kind of like downplayed it. Maybe he's scarred. And I forgot my water bottle. I'll have to get that or have my son get it at some point. But he completely downplayed it. He said, I dropped out of school. I went to work, and then an opportunity to come up to go to the Navy. He was a cook in the Navy. And then when he left the military, he started cooking in restaurants. So that's what made him leave Arkansas to go to the Midwest. All right, that he was a cook and that he was able to get a job in the Midwest. So that's what led to his migration. It wasn't necessarily Jim Crow. It was that it was a better life. He was able to get a job in restaurants. And he talked about how he used to make steaks. I was like, I love to make steaks now. You know, it got passed down and by osmosis. And he was telling me how he knew steaks were cooked. He could tell how it was cooked without having to cut into it based on poking the middle of the steak. I mean, very good interview. It told me a lot about, you know, where I came from through just this simple asking of questions. All right. So interesting stuff there. And I was like, how did you meet, you know, my dad's mother? All right. He was quiet. He didn't remember that neither. All right, he would like to have forgotten that. But he also, in his older age, had a young girlfriend. Well, comparatively, his girlfriend, the woman that took care of him, she was in her 50s. All right, now she was an old ass lady to me. Okay, so, but he was in his 90s and he had a girlfriend who was in her 50s. So shout out to Grandpappy at the JUCO. All right. And he was with her for some 20 years. So he got her when she was in her 30s and he was in his 70s. Shout out to Paw at the JUCO. All right. Shout out to you. And the family, our family didn't really like her. But shout out to Paw. Rest in peace. All right. Rest in peace. All right, that's now, you see why I am the way I am. You know what I mean? That was a lot of insight to show you why I am how I am. It got passed down inherently. All right, he had him a young girlfriend, and she took care of him, too. She took care of him, all right? She was an interesting character. I had met her a couple times. She was an interesting character. But it wasn't like she was young and fine, all right? But... All right, he had a very young girlfriend that was like a very significant age difference. So the apple don't fall far from the tree. The apple don't fall far from the tree. Hello, every woman's fantasy, my paw. All right, anyway. Yo, cue the exec in the building. He says these ninjas are cooked, scared to death, scared to look. They shook. All right, we got some JUCO shit. We got a dating coach coming in here today. Well, he's not going to be here, but a well-known dating coach admits that he was with the trickin'. All right, he was with the trickin'. Mr. Inquisitive, CGA, I am surprised at how the JUCO is. It's a complete 180, almost unreal. I haven't met anyone yet, but they are completely chasing. And it's literally the same women that us men would normally be chasing and doing the same thing for, but the JUCOs just know they are dealing with the winner. And this is a brother that I put onto the JUCO. All right, very successful guy. And I told him what was up, and he was very skeptical because he's well known. All right, I don't want to blow his cover. All right, but he's well known. He would be recognized, and he's telling you, man, he's like, he can't believe it. And I'm telling you, man, people don't realize. I'm like, dude, once you put yourself in the winners category, it's a completely different game. These will all be women you would cold approach, chase. You be at the club trying to buy her drinks. All right. All right, but the end of the day, they on you. They on your neck. All right, they breathing down your neck. They want to meet ASAPidly. All right, but it's a cold, evil world out here. It's a cold, evil ass world. All right, and with that being said, I think I have Ko-Fi and all of that. But look, let me do this part of the show. I'll come back to Ko-Fi. Let me see here. Let's do Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, that's what we'll do.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Straggle and Sniggle Theater. What do we got on the menu here? We have, man almighty, is this AI? I think this is AI, but who knows? Apparently, somebody said this woman's plastic surgeon should be fired. Let's take a look at 304 Airlines right here. No volume on here, but this looks to be, I don't even know if this is real. This can't be. This has to be AI. Looking at the googly eyes, well, maybe her eyes are just googly. This is this is incredible.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Yeah.
No way. Yeah.
All right, it's giving AI for some reason. I'm not sure. Maybe it's real. I have seen a woman like this in person in Newport Beach. I have seen a woman like this. So don't get it twisted. These women used to exist in the late 80s, early 90s when breast implants used to be crazy. But yeah, I have seen people like this.
Hey, bro, come on now.
And it looks crazy as hell.
Come on,
right?
man.
But that's crazy. Listen, man. It is kind of dorky, but yeah, there are some people still like this, so sitting around. Definitely got some issues right here, but I don't know, man. That is a little too much for me. Definitely not a turn on for me. I mean, in curiosity, I would like to see it, but let me tell you, I've seen those things on video, and it's never good looking. It never looks good. All right, it looks weird. They got this, it just looks terrible. And the areola doesn't look pleasant. All right, so anyway, it's all bad. It's all bad from here. Straggle and Sniggle Theater, what did I tell you guys? I said they'll be selling peace leave for bottles of water. Unfortunately, you thought, like a lot of guys, when they hear this, they think I'm talking about fashion models, right? Women are just going to be desperate and plummet to the bottom. No, the bottom feeders will be selling peace leave for a bottle of water. And so you can get bottom feeders if you want. And for those who want to know, we do have proof of this fall down for the low hanging fruit, the scavengers. Let's see here. It says times is not that tough. I think they meant times are not that tough, but I hate to bring the grammar police into this situation. All right, so we got Booker T. No, we don't. He looks like Booker T from the 1990s. He's going to find a woman at the gas station, and guess what? She in a bind.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
These are your aunties.
What you said again, Mom?
I said I'll give you $103.
That's not how you said it. That's not how you said it. How you said it?
I give you $105.
There it is right there, and the price went up. And so take a look at this young woman out here. The streets are cold. That is definitely a bottle of water.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
That is definitely a bottle of water. She said $3, then it went to $5. She said she'll drop that neck at a local gas station in Atlanta near you.
It's barbecue in there.
For $3. She said. So then she put it up to $5, and she definitely looks like she's in a major bind. She hungry out here.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
All right, she hungry.
I'm always hungry.
All right, and so these are girls, again, we don't know. Y'all don't want to believe me, but the monetized dating marketplace is here and here to stay. These are your future wives. These are girls Mac niggas are taking on dates. All right. You're taking them on dates, right? Trying to cold approach her because she's not a bad looking female right there. But $5. Somebody said College Park, Georgia, stand up. The binds are here and real.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
All right, and she ain't even that bad. All right, but listen, the bottom feeders are the bottom feeders. Let's hear how this ended up here.
You gave me that for $5? You sure? All right, I don't got $5. Would you take like $3?
Okay, so of course, niggas don't have $5. It This is not a surprise. Now we have niggas. Okay, let's talk about the niggas. Niggas always don't got no money. Not only that, they're also always gonna barter and haggle. I mean, you couldn't help her out with a 5 spot. Now it's down to 3 and she went for it. Now, niggas, man, I tell you, man, y'all some interesting characters. You don't have 5, but you got $3. Okay, all right.
Oh, you want the cash out? Cash? Cash? I only got quarters though. You want quarters?
You sure it's $3?
Yeah, it's $3. All right, get in the car.
Okay.
Damn, there it is right there. She gone. Man, you not gonna tip her? You just gonna haggle? Come on, bruh. I mean, it just ain't shit out here.
Your mom.
Yeah.
What you said again, mom?
I said I'll give you half for $3.
That's not how you said it. That's not how you said it. How you said it?
I give you half for $5.
You gave me half for $5? You sure? All right, I don't got 5. Would you take like $3? Oh, you want the cash out? Cash? Cash? I only got quarters though. You want quarters?
You sure it's $3?
Yeah, it's $3. All right, get in the car.
Okay.
Hey, man, anybody ever want to deny? Anybody ever want to deny CGA? Y'all gonna be like, it's a skit, coach. All right, these streets are cold out here, man.
Your rent's due, motherfucker.
These streets are cold out here, man. I told you in 2019, they will be selling peace leave for bottles of water. All right, now 8s are on discounts. So yes, you're still going to have to get your bag up. 8s are on discount, but you're going to cash app $3. Goodness gracious. All right. But there you go right there, gentlemen. Anybody ever deny me? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All right, what else do we have here? We have no fault divorce will backfire on men. So apparently there's a podcast called The Audacity. And if you know plantation politics, tea is, you know, what women talk about and gay dudes talk about when they spill tea, right? They gossip. So the podcast, The Audacity. Apparently someone's clipped some of this podcast. So you're going to hear the audio only where they're saying no fault divorce will backfire on men. Now, what I believe they mean is that if they got rid of no fault divorce, it will backfire on men. Just listening to what they were talking about, they're not talking about no fault divorce will backfire on men. If men got rid of no fault divorce, a lot of men in the red pill, the clanosphere, the weak Mitch manosphere, a lot of them think that if the laws change, these women, like you guys think these women are going to be like, oh no, we can't do nothing. All right. But these women here on The Audacity are saying, oh no. Oh, these men think no fault divorce, getting rid of it will be good for them. They're going to say it's going to backfire. So what you're going to listen to is women are always starting and plotting. Okay, so that is the definition here. You're going to listen to my CGA teaching here. Y'all didn't just think Sharia law and changing the laws are just going to give you an advantage and these hoes are just going to crumble and buckle. You don't know women. You don't know women. So here we go right here. One of these extra things that men, red pill talking points, have banked on. Sharia law, getting rid of no fault divorce. All right. Hypergamy. One of these things they have already adjusted to the talking points from 2020. They have already adjusted. Let's take you to it. It says right here, no fault divorce will backfire and only backfire on men. So getting rid of no fault divorce will only backfire on men. All right, let's take you to the audio here.
But also with the no fault divorce as well, didn't someone say like, was it, I mean, I'm not sure about the historical basis of this, but somebody said like no fault divorce is actually going to backfire on men because like women would just kill their
Yes, so I think Sovereign was saying.
Tofana is gonna make a comeback.
Eye drops.
We're gonna put antifreeze in your bee. Like you think that that piece of paper is the only thing stopping us?
Oh my God. I'm like, men, do y'all really want that? Because they think they do. They don't really care about the emotions and the health and all that of the woman. They just want their needs met. They don't care how they get it. They don't care how much they got to beat you down to get it. They just want their needs met. So I'm like, if y'all really think that in this day and age, y'all complain about modern women in the way we think. So you think a modern woman, you really want a modern woman to be tethered to you legally or whatever, where she can't escape, and you think you gonna be able to sleep peacefully at night, sir?
Better sleep with one eye open.
You gonna have to sleep with one eye open.
Oh my goodness. All right, so you hear what we're hearing here. You hear what we're hearing. So they're already thoughting and plotting on what they're gonna do. Oh, we can't divorce you? She said something poisoning them eye drops. So you guys don't know, if you put enough eye drop, I'm not going to talk about it, all right? But you can do things that are lethal with eye drops. You can do things that are lethal with eye drops, all right? I'll just leave it at that, okay? Then they said antifreeze. Then said you better sleep with one eye open. Shit. Look.
Now I got to cut you.
Do you really want a woman tethered to you that can't leave? All right. You will have, then they said you will have no peace in this house. Okay, so now that we know, all right, because ninjas ain't catching up. I told you the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. There's a leak. There's a leak in the boiler room. The poor, the lame, the blind, who are the ones that we kept in charge. Killers, thieves, and lawyers. Hey, God's away. God's away. God's away on business. Business. I've been done told y'all, sleeping with the enemy, thoughting and plotting. Y'all don't want to believe me, you goof ass niggas. Dude, people be like, y'all don't realize y'all playing checkers. These women playing chess. They playing chess. You can't trust these women out here. They like, oh, y'all didn't get front. Go ahead. She'll be like, I'll be good. I'll be good. Yo, she said, y'all go just get rid of this shit? Watch.
But also, with the no-fault divorce as well, didn't someone say, like, was it... I'm not sure about the historical basis of this, but somebody said, like, no-fault divorce is actually going to backfire on men because, like, women would just kill their...
Yes. So I think Sovereign was saying.
Yeah. Savannah is going to make a comeback.
Yeah, like, eye drops.
We're going to put antifreeze in your pee. Like, you think that piece of paper is the only thing stopping us?
Oh my God. I'm like, men, do y'all really want that? Because they think they do. They don't really care about the emotions and the health and all that of the woman. They just want their needs met. They don't care how they get it. They don't care how much they got to beat you down to get it. They just want their needs met. So I'm like, if y'all really think that in this day and age, y'all complain about modern women in the way we think. So you think a modern woman, you really want a modern woman to be tethered to you legally or whatever, where she can't escape, and you think you gonna be able to sleep peacefully at night, sir?
Better sleep with one eye open.
You gonna have to sleep with one eye open.
Also, like,
Anybody of these people telling y'all to get married in 2025, anybody telling you to get married in 2025, consider them an enemy of the state. They're the enemy of you. Y'all underestimate the thought logic of a woman, even a regular woman. Y'all underestimate the thought logic of these women. It's free agent lifestyle. I told y'all it's too late. It's too late, bruh. All right, you done gave these women too much freedom, and now they like, you know what they're saying? We're not going back. That's basically what I've been trying to tell you. They are not rolling back their rights. They're not going back to the 90s. They're not going back to the 50s. They're not. Okay? And she said it. Y'all think these modern women this and that? Shit. That Straggle or Sniggle theater.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Hey, roll the dice. Roll the dice. There was a young piece of calico that I used to feature on my Melanin Monday, and she was a tiny, petite, little, big-eyed, Eritrean, Ethiopian-looking chick. Very beautiful, beautiful skin, very small, petite, young-looking girl. And I had seen her growth on social media. You know, I don't follow her. I think I must follow her. But I was scrolling my Instagram today, and boy, the monetized marketplace is here to stay. This woman had a blurred out video of her doing something to herself in the shower. Now, let me tell you something. I had checked if she was I had checked if she had spicy content, all right, before. All right, and she did not. She was talking about dating and relationships. That was most of her posts. All right, she was talking about being in the gym. And dude, I opened up my Instagram and I was like, and she was in the shower, one leg up, juking herself. And I was like, went to look at her bio, fully monetized. And she had about 500,000 followers. And trust me, I had checked if she was monetized before, and she was not. All right, she was not monetized. But just like that, I was like, whoa, she monetized her audience. And I'm like, dude, this is where we are. All right. Yep. She couldn't hold out. The money was just there. They was telling her, you better start one. You better start one. You got 500,000 followers on the gram. You crazy if you don't start one. And just like that, gone. I was like, damn, man. I was like, wow. I didn't subscribe yet. All right, but you know I'm going to go check her out. But, dude, the money is just too much for them to turn down. And she's going to go out there and try to make something of it. I was like, damn. And she just had too big of an audience not to monetize. I mean, so the money, it's going to be that before they look for husbands, especially if they're attractive in any way. All right, but that was a shocker. All right, I was like, oh, man. Damn. So this is where we are. You know, it's just a tough economics right now. It's just not coming back, and you guys just won't even know. So anyway, that was a trip when I saw that. It's like, damn. All right, coming up next, we have a dating coach who definitely in the streets out here tricking. He's a well-known PUA from the past. So we're gonna take a look at him and see what happened to him, why he turned to the tricking, and how much he spent on one woman. Remember, this is a guy known as a dating coach from the past. Anybody know who it is? Let me see here. Anybody know who it is? He's definitely he definitely been on YouTube for well over a decade. People might not consider him a dating coach now, but he definitely followed dating coach principles and all of that stuff. All right, we're gonna check him out later. People then gonna say, well, he's not really a dating coach. All right, but that's what they're gonna say. But he talked about pickup and seduction. That was his minefield for 20 plus years. All right, for 20 plus years, and I remember his content. And somebody said the RSD guy. All right. So we're going to see what that is coming up later. Let me see here. It is the, yeah. Just wait. How much you think he spent on a trick? How much he spent on a woman? All right, we're going to have that here, but let me acknowledge Damien says, you pulled the trigger on the money mindset today because I've seen you call ninjas out for scrolling to the bottom. I said, let me be self-sufficient so my monkey ass don't get called out. LOL, looking forward to see what I learn. Future money mindset live stream, and hopefully after we'll welcome you over here. Applying the information, get closer to hitting my financial goals. Just a man trying to boss up out here in 2025.
Boss up, nigga.
All right, just a man trying to boss up here in 2025. Yes, indeed. The Snap Tech Fix, shout out to you. That was from earlier in the day, and thank you for joining Damien. That was Jake the Snake Robert Snake. All right. Shout out to 50 Mint, says, what up, coach? Free agent lifestyle in full effect. I just purchased a solo ticket to the Houston Rockets in the Golden State Warriors playoff game number 1. I've always wanted to attend an NBA playoff game, and now I am treating myself. I'm rewarding myself for all of my hard work that I put in. Fellas, celebrate your wins along the way. Let's get out here and win. Shout out to you. Good luck. Good luck. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Enjoy the Houston Rockets. What a turnaround under their coach. Their coach. The former Boston Celtics coach. All right, what a turnaround. And 50 Mint says, between the money mindset, locals, and reading your books, I can't miss. My life with women is easier. My money is longer, and my mindset is stronger. Protect coach at all costs. His teachings have elevated my life like no other. If I ever met you, coach, dinner and cigar on me, well, that's a sponsorship. Enjoy the game. And once you enjoy the game like that, you'll never, ever go back. All right? You'll never ever go back. Men, treat yourself out here. Treat yourself out here. All right, yeah, Emi Udoka turning around the Houston Rockets. You guys, they were barely winning 18 to 20-something games a year, and now they're in the top, 4 seeds in the West? That's pretty good job by Emi Udoka. And I had to acknowledge that because I was calling him a damn idiot. All right, and the Boston Celtics, that was his team. They end up winning and going to several Eastern Conference championships. That was his team. And shout out to the Boston coach that ended up winning it, taking his place. No Government Name E says this show beats everything on YouTube. Everything. We out here.
You cannot live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Are they number 2? They're the number 2 seed. All right. They're the number 2 seed. That's an incredible turnaround. And shout out to the Cavs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Appreciate you, No Government Name E. And what can we learn from this show, man? What other show is giving you lessons like this? I mean, in edutainment and laughs. Shout out to our brother Hombre Lobo, says, supporting great content. Much love, CGA. Appreciate the support. All right, the child support. And we got Macaroni Tony. All the seeds you planted are blossoming now. Take a victory lap and thank you for helping us. That's a sponsorship. Let's go. Yes, taking a victory lap. The undeniable Notorious CGA is in front of you. And I know these are very hard lessons to learn, and it's very tough it's a hard pill to swallow, pause. But have I missed yet? Have I missed yet? I've been nailing things in society on the money. I've been talking about these fraudulent dating coaches. I've been talking about these trick-ass PUAs. I've been exposing the manosphere being the clanosphere. I told you in De-Evolution, the feminism's reverse engineering of American women. I predicted that the free agent lifestyle will be the prevailing theory in this space. We told you. Men are choosing free agent lifestyle. Passport Bros is, I'm not saying it's an offshoot of free agent lifestyle, but it confirms the free agent lifestyle even going there. And I told you the dating marketplace will be monetized. It will be monetized, and it's going to be overtly monetized. We had a covert market. We know that. But now it's right in your face. All right? You can't deny it. People are going to be like, no, I don't see it. Okay, you can't unsee it. It is just like that. So I haven't missed on the Coachronomics predictions, and I know you think I'm doom and gloom, but I got the pulse on society. I haven't missed yet. Shout out to the dictator, says shout out to Grandpa. He called him GPA, Grandpa Adams, for the win. Rest in peace to Grandpa Adams there, man. He was giving me hardcore lessons. Somebody said the mods are hurting the channel. Well, here's the deal with the mods. I have a bot, all right? So the bot is doing a lot of the reporting, but they're trying to, we eliminated all caps, all right? And there's some things you can't say in the chat. And that's who's hurt. That's who's regulating. Now, you got to talk to them. You gotta follow the bot. Okay, because it is basically saying you can't all caps. And also, it tries to prevent multiple uses, unnecessary uses of emoji cons. So be careful with it. Be careful with it. That's all we want, because we don't want this constant. And then if you say certain people's names or say certain things, it automatically gets sniped. So just don't do all caps. I know it's tough. Sometimes you'll all cap one thing and the bot be on your neck. So be careful there. It doesn't, what did you say though? All right, look, there it is. See, he said, wow, no caps, and got snapped. But what did you say though? Remember, there's certain words that are banned. There's certain words that are banned. So you might say something that I put in there, or the elements put in there, the bot put in there, like you can't say that. So be careful. Somebody getting snapped right there. Uh-oh, somebody got right there. Damn. All right, they ain't playing. Let me see what he got. All right, hold on for a second. Oh, LOL got. Yeah, they don't fuck around, bruh. The bot be Mitch slapping. He says, I proved that it was faulty. Look, if you listen, don't complain to me, nigga. What did you say? Type it in right now. Type it in again, and let's see if you get got. All right, type it in again. We'll wait for looking around. All right, he's got his tampon string out. Go ahead, type it again. I said thought and plotting. There it is. So you beat it. There he is. He typed it again. There it is. Did you get deleted? You probably put all caps in thought and plotting. Look, it worked for you that time. Come on, man. All right, now take your tampon string, tuck it in. All right, tuck in your tampon string. It's okay. All right, here we go right here. I just said it again there. Okay. Nigga, you okay? Hold up. Let me get this nigga. Hold on for a second. You okay, nigga? You need the... You need a tissue for your issue? You need a tissue for your issue? Oh man. It's all right, man. It's gonna be okay. Gen Z, it's gonna be all right, guys. Hey boys. Hey boys, it's gonna be okay, Gen Z. You'll be all right. All right, look, let me get on with this part of the show, and I'll come back to the support because I don't want to get too far behind. Let's get into the tricking. Oh, see? Somebody just put thought and plotting, they got sniped in all caps just to prove my point. All right? Here we go right there. He probably put it in all caps. All right, we got the tricking out here because we're going to get in here into the tricking national anthem. All right, but we're going to do it. It's an evil world we live in out here. It's an evil world.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right, shout out to you tricks. Are you guys tricks? All right, are you a trick? All right, I am Coach Greg Adams. I am a trick. All right. Well, there's a lot of tricking going on here, and sometimes the tricking is just uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's uncomfortable. This guy named 716 Meek says this guy is a certified loser. Let's take a look here at this certified loser.
You could buy flowers, candy. Then it's up to the girl whether she wants to respond. This is the card and the flowers that I sent her with my email and my phone number on it. This cost me $450.
Damn.
Phone number on it. This cost me $450.
Oh man, Jesus, right here. Look.
Oh, the humanity.
Coach, what am I doing wrong? All right. Coach, I'm doing it wrong. $450. Now, if anybody is on my locals, you know you can get your whole meat fixed with a prime piece of calico. And these goofy ass normies, they the biggest tricks. Paying for dates, indirect payment, I don't pay. $450 for roses to a Natasha. Jesus.
The look on his face tells it all.
Yeah.
The look on his fucking face tells it all.
Yeah.
Hey man, help me. That's that. Look at his face. Help me.
Help.
Look what I'm doing. You heard what I said. $450 to send a bitch roses and some words.
And if she in Russia, she don't even exist. That definitely he getting scammed if she's in Russia. I got real Russian bitches, all right, but yeah.
This is why bitches don't be having no respect for niggas, man. This is why bitches just be on social media just bashing niggas. Cause look what the fuck y'all look, come on, nigga.
Oh,
we gotta ship him back.
Oh, the humanity.
They gotta fix him. They gotta ship him back. Ship him back.
Back where?
You could buy.
All right, yeah, man.
Buy flowers, candy. Then it's up to the girl whether she wants to respond.
This woman doesn't exist for sure.
This is the card and the flowers that I sent her with my email.
This woman definitely doesn't. Anybody ever know these Russian scams? These women do not be. This is Andrew Tate. He's talking to Andrew Tate niggas in Transylvania. He's not talking to this woman in Ukraine. Yep, Andrew Tate is talking to this ninja. And then he finds this woman. He has her right here. He just takes her. Hey, bitch, go buy some flowers and take a picture. Send it to me so I can send it back to this monkey ass simp. All right, here's his car. Hold it up. Hold up the newspaper. Hold up the flowers. Oh, my goodness. He said $450, you can bust inside a Ling Ling twice. Cream pie her and leave her in the Philippines. All right. Yikes. It's an evil world we live in. All right. It's an evil world we live in. Let me see.
It's an evil world we live in.
Oh, my God. It is bad news out there. He definitely talking to Tristan Tate. Okay. Dating coach says he spent... All right, let me go ahead and show you right here. All right, just so you guys know, this guy is known as someone that teaches a strategy for dating, I believe called, let me see if we can pull it here, RSD. All right, RSD. And also, he's been a dating coach here on YouTube for a long time. So the RSD is the Real Social Dynamics. And it's one of the largest dating. I believe he teaches one of these courses here on the RSD. And he goes by the name of, let me get his name right. I remember him from back in the day. I actually saw him. I saw him in the 21 convention. His name is Owen Cook. All right. Now, I think he still makes content now. But, you know, his time is come and go. He probably does decent on YouTube. I haven't checked in a long time. All right, but for those who remember the 2010s to 2015, all right, he was pretty big and popular back then. All right, so Real Social Dynamics Owen is right here. Now, he's just one of the latest dating coaches to have really been, you know, once it's revealed, a lot of them are nerds, all right? A lot of them have a nerd background. So what they'll do is they'll come up with these things, nagging, you know, they'll come up with these concepts and then they'll package it up and sell it to you, which most of them are nerds. They're literally admitted nerds. Guys like Roosh V, nerd. All right, guys like, well, I can't say his name, Nerd. Guys like Mystery, Nerd. All right, most of these guys weren't cool guy in the room. All right, nerd. All right, and they'll come up with all of these things. There's nerds today posing as dating coaches and PUAs, but they are nerds. All right, and nerds is okay, but what they'll do is they'll become cool guys. I'm super cool, and they'll peacocking, negging, backhanded compliment. You know, just more and more nerd shit, all right? Just nerd shit after nerd shit after nerd shit, you know, and most of the time, if you get them interested, they'll nerd out on some shit. You know what I mean? They'll nerd out on Star Wars. They'll nerd out on bonobos. They'll nerd out on evolutionary psychology. But when you go back to it, they'll act like the coolest guy in the room. All right? Coolest guy in the room. All right, and so as long as we know that, we know that. But there's a lot of these nerd dynamics that they say this is game, and if you use it, it really works. This type of shit, which is kind of nerdy shit to me, which is fine with me, but they're not cool. But they'll do things like they'll dress and put little things and jewelry and rings and dread game. You know, I'm gonna run some dread game in a reverse negative compliment, backhanded. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit her with a little peacocking, and then I'm gonna hit her a little bit more negging. They literally will start a conversation with a woman, and they'll have a nerd dynamic, and they'll call it game. And they'll be like, all right, I'm gonna walk up to the bitch. I'm gonna hit her with a double neg, and then a backhanded peacock, and then I'm gonna reverse backhand compliment her. And then I'm going to lean into her, but not lean in. And they'll totally complicate the conversation with the woman. And then they'll show the woman, and then the woman will be like, oh, wow, you're fantastic. I totally fell for your game. A little push-pull, a little bit of... Now, when I laugh at game, that's the game I'm laughing at. Because I think that shit is crazy, bro. I'm like, dude, y'all thinking too much. And I played a guy who was a nerd that had a dating thing here in Las Vegas. And he took people out on Las Vegas to strip. And he was teaching people to set up their negging and set up their... And you're like... And the women was looking awkward at the guys like, And they don't even listen to the woman at all, her responses. They're too busy giving them a double neg, a double backhandling compliment, a double 360 reverse, dread game. And I'll be sitting over there laughing and shit like, God damn. And they get nerds as clients because nerds be out there paying for this shit. Now, anybody think that this shit is game? Nigga, kiss my black ass. Kiss my black ass. This is not game, bruh. This is not game at all. All right. So these guys will call this game. And I'll be like, pfft. So, right. So anyway, we grew up on this as early red pill guys because at the time, MGTOW, at the time, the red pill was starting to gather an audience and the MRAs were getting out of the business because they were being called misogynist. The PUAs were at its peak. Right? The PUAs were at his peak, and Owen Cook was one of these PUAs. And what he would do is, dweeb game. And what he would do is he would be one of these PUAs, if I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm wrong. He would go out to nightclubs with a camera crew, and they would approach a woman, and he would get the woman to kiss her. And then they would walk off with the woman. Him and the woman would walk off. Like he would run some neg double reverse dread game on her. And then what'll happen is the woman will be so enamored with his game that she would just go now. And then he'd be French kissing her and the camera would go blurry. And then they walk off to the night. They walk off into the night and she be this hot bitch. Hottest bitch out here just standing all by herself at the nightclub. When do you ever see hot bitches just standing alone? But she was just standing alone and he hit her up and then they walk off and then they would show, you know, the camera blurring as the bitch walking off with him. And then you're like, oh, wow, he really pulled that bitch. Who remembers this shit? This was the manosphere. This was the early manosphere. Now, we learned that these bitches were hired. They would hire these girls. But, of course, we're so dumb in the early internet, we don't know what a skit is. That was reality. So ninjas would sign up for their little RSD course. This was like 2014, 2015. They used to, but we found out later these women were paid. All right, but we didn't know that back then. We so dumb. Now, many of these guys that tried this shit turned MGTOW. Because it didn't work in the regular world. It didn't work in the regular world. So, and this is where these guys that be out here debate me, bro, they don't remember I was here watching this. They don't remember. Like, they don't think I saw this shit. For some reason, they thought I just popped up on the scene and I just started making content. Nah, bro, I was here the whole time, man. I was here the whole time. The MRA transition, the PUA height, the introduction to MGTOW, Alpha Male Strategies had 25,000 subs. All right, the Black Manosphere being created when O'Shea and Angry Man got together with Obsidian. I was here for the whole thing. So when these guys be taking shots at me, I remember when you was a PUA. I remember when you was a PUA. You wasn't a red pill. You was a PUA. You was a pickup artist. I remember, bruh. And I saw you tell an audience full of men that a nigga in a wheelchair got more bitches than you, than the MGTOWs. I was here, bruh. I was here for the Return of Kings. I was here for Roosh V's Peak. I was here for the dating show, the VH1 dating show, pickup artists. These niggas act like I wasn't here, bro. I seen all of this shit. So when you come over here and talk shit, you just these niggas over here to me. You just these nerd pickup artists, all right, that I saw come and go and flame the fuck out, and you pivoted to the red pill. You pivoted to the red pill. I saw that shit. These niggas think I didn't see it, bruh. I saw it. I got it in right here. I got your file right here. I saw y'all niggas flame out and then turn red pill evolutionary psychologists, bruh. So don't be over here like I'm brand new. I seen it, and I seen this shit, and it's all goofy to me. So that's the bottom fucking line. Y'all some goofy nerds trying to push this shit on some unassuming males, a new group of men on Fresh and Fit, because y'all market dried the fuck up when MGTOW showed up. All right. And so now y'all got second life through Fresh and Fit. Y'all got second life through these young channels, the Everwhat podcast. And now y'all trying to push that shit again. All right. Nah, fuck that shit, man. Get that double dread game shit out of here, bruh. Get that shit up out of here, man. I ain't got no time for that shit. We seen it, which means in effect, let's take you to Owen Cook. Whole time they was married. Whole time they was married, bro. I don't want to hear shit. I seen it. I was here. Debate me, bro. Fuck you, nigga. I ain't want to hear that PUA bullshit. All right, so here we go right here. All right, I don't want to hear that PUA pickup roach bullshit. That shit is all bullshit to me. That ain't no game, nigga. That's not game. Never has been, never will be. I'm going to say it again. That has never been game. That shit is not game. Never has been, never motherfucking will be. I will not drop a goddamn dime on no course for no pickup nerds. Debate me, bro. I remember this shit. Now you got one of these goof ass niggas right here, Owen Cook. Here we go. One of these guys that was pushing that bullshit in 2015, 2013. Let's see what he says here. Here's his report. And look at these nerd ass niggas in the audience. Look at these guys. This is these guys that game works, bro. Game works, bro. Here we go.
Drop.
Here we go. Is this your king?
My last major relationship knew who her next boyfriend would be. It was a guy who she was getting some coaching from. Actually, it was his right-hand man. She knew who she was moving on to. He was already telling her what a dick I am and supporting her dealing with that jerk Owen. I probably blew $3 million on her over 3 years. But, you know, I loved her with all my heart, kept her off drugs. Would have died for her.
Let's rewind that shit. Let's rewind that shit. Y'all heard that shit, didn't y'all? Y'all heard that? What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Y'all heard that? Tricking, we tricking. We ain't got game, bro. You ain't got muscles and game and money. Y'all heard that? How much did you spend on a Bish for 3 years? Huh? Huh? How much? Yes, he's crying. He's crying, bro. He gonna cry in the car too. And that $25,000 they spent is going to that Bish. How much did you say you spent on a Bish? A drug addicted Bish? Dude, I've seen some of these PUA guys come up with some fantastic stories of these damn skeezers they were supporting and broke their heart. How much, bruh? Is this your king? I told you I'm the king of kings of this shit. Bruh, how much you spend on a drug addict Bish? Let's rewind that shit. Let's rewind that shit right now. This was probably at the height of his motherfucking game shit. I told you about these niggas, man. We gonna run that shit back. We gonna run that shit back. So he lost his Bish to another nigga, another coach. Sounds like another dating coach or therapist. I can't really pick it up. Look at these niggas sleeping right here. Look at this nigga sleep. Nerd, polo shirt, collar. We got dating coach dressed up and shit. He came dressed up for the occasion in the front of the class. Recessed chins, lost hairline, tech nerd right here. Hold up. We need to rewind that shit, man. We need to rewind that shit. We talking about game, y'all. Talking about game. Here we go again.
My last major relationship knew who her next boyfriend would be. It was a guy who she was getting some coaching from. Actually, it was his right-hand man. She knew who she was moving on to.
So she knew who she was moving on to. So this is a monkey branch. This is a monkey branch. He got monkey branched. All right, but what else happened?
She knew who she was moving on to. He was already telling her what a dick I am and supporting her dealing with that jerk Owen.
Yeah. That's that tears right there. That's that tears. You hear the tears? Yeah, that's the tears right there. I suffered through the years and shed so many tears. You hear that? Watch this.
Jerk Owen.
Yeah.
Do you have the stomach to watch a girl that you really love? To watch some motherfucker that got more money than you, that's more handsome than you, that's built more better than you, fuck your bitch for a fee? Anybody can fuck my bitch if the price is right. She happy to go get it.
Yeah, brothers. He gonna cry in the car. He thinking about it right now. He in tears. I suffered through the years. It's just so many tears.
Dealing with that jerk Owen. I probably blew $3 million on her over 3 years.
Oh, nigga. Is he drunk? Is he drunk? Say it again, sir, for the people in the back of the room that didn't hear this shit. And hey, guys, YouTubers, content creators, I told y'all I got receipts on y'all niggas. I got files on y'all. I told y'all I have files on you. Y'all don't believe it. I got people working for me that done pulled y'all files. Debate me, bro. I have a whole group of men that I have put out here to pull files on every content creator. Every single one of y'all. I got y'all greatest motherfucking misses in a file. And you know who I learned this from? I learned this from Ringo Raw TV. Because Ringo said he pulled everyone's files. And I said, you know what? I need to pull everyone's files too. Shout out to the legend Ringo Raw. Because that's the only way you can protect yourself out here. I got y'all motherfucking greatest misses. And I got all the Debate Me bros. I got all of these niggas that have made hit piece videos on me talking that shit. I got y'all, bruh. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. And when I'm going to bring you on to the show, hey, you know what? Let's piece up and go get a 40. You know what? Let's just do a collab. Let's just do a collab. And I'm going to bring your ass up. I'm going to pull your ass up and I'm going to mute your shit in the stream yard. And I'm going to pull your file. And I'm going to play 15 minutes of your greatest motherfucking misses. And I'm not joking. You won't be able to say shit. You're going to have to delete yourself from the stream. And I'm going to say, this you, bro, before you even get in a word. Before you even get in a word. I'm going to let your ass sit up here on the corner of the screen like this nigga. Hey, this you right here, bro? Hey, bro, this you right here? Hey, bro, this your girl right here? This your girl right here, bro? Nigga, you gonna be muted on the other side of the screen, and I'ma just be playing your motherfucking highlight film or your low light film. This you, bro? Niggas gonna drop out the screen. Oh, what happened? Where you go? I thought you wanted to debate me, bro. Bro, I thought you wanted to talk. All right, because we gonna pull your file. I got all of these niggas' files, bro. We got a group just pulling files, all right? Pull that shit. Save that shit right there. Let's go. Niggas go rage quit. You thought I was bringing you up to talk. You thought you was just going to have a filibuster and you was going to jump up in here. Nah, bruh. He says KRS once said he used to have a battle verse memorized for every famous rapper at his time. He said, just in case they met and someone try him, I'm going to have a verse ready for you, bruh. It ain't going to be no goddamn, hey, bro. Okay, first, let me tell you, CGA. It ain't going to be none of that, nigga. You going to be muted. Hey, bro, how you doing? Good to see you, Mr. Pickup Coach. You wanted to debate me, bro? Okay, 15 minutes. Run his file. Let's go. All right, right here. Is this you right here? Is this you taking a picture of a beach? Did you fuck her? No? All right, okay. Is this you? And
that's you.
I'm not playing, bruh. I'm not coming out here to let y'all play. This ain't gonna be no fair fight. I'm not a fair fighter, all right? I'm not a fair fighter. Niggas like, man, be a real man. I'm not gonna fair fight you, ninja. I'm stealing on you. Stealing on you, all right? Tripping you, all of that shit. Stepping on your foot while you trying to bomb first. All that. I'm not a fair fighter, bro. I go kneecaps, nigga. I bite kneecaps. I bite kneecaps. That's what I do. I kick shins. I bite noses. All right, that's what I do. Don't niggas think they just gonna get a fair fight with me, bruh. Nah, bruh. I ain't a fair fighter. I'm not a fair debater. All right, but I kick in kneecaps. All that shit. Sweep the leg. Ground and pound, bruh. This ain't gonna be no fair fight. He says, after what you did to Hafiz, I believe it. I'm kicking balls. Pause. Throwing sand. Throwing salt in the eye like Mr. Fuji. I'm throwing salt in the eye like Mr. Fuji. Let me get in here. Let me get my secret salt. All right, here we go. Right there. Here we go. Salt in the eye, nigga. They just think I'm here just to stand up and square off. Nah, nigga, I ain't squared off shit. I'm pulling files. Shit. Hey, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. I'm a cheater when it comes to this shit. They just think I'm an honorable man. Nigga, oh, I'm an honorable man. I'm the king of kings. But at the end of the day, I'm stabbing in the back. That Pat Tanaka shit. Get the ceremonial salt. Let me get the ceremonial salt right here. Yeah, nigga. Oh, wow. Cloud of dust. All right, anyway. These guys think I got time for them. I'm pulling domestic violence reports. I'm pulling mug shots. I'm putting. What do they call it when they reveal who you are? What do they call it on the internet? Where you supposed to be a fake name and you supposed to be a hidden profile? I'm doxing motherfuckers. I'm doxing you when you come up here. Niggas think they gonna come up here with a blank screen and go off on me. I'm doxing your ass. Is this you, nigga? Is this your mugshot? Is this your government name? Right? I'm doxing you, bruh. Come on up. Step on up. These niggas don't know. I'm doxing you, bruh. I'm telling you what city you live in, putting your mugshot out, your driver's license, all of that shit. All right, nigga. Oh, you a blank space? Oh, that's your name on the screen? Well, is this your motherfucking government name? Is this you? I'm gonna do everything but tell what the kids. That's the only thing off limits. I ain't gonna fuck with your kids. I ain't gonna put your kids out there. But, oh, do I have your file? I got your greatest misses out here, bro. Oh, wait. And here is another example. Here's another example, man. I'm not here to play. We gonna put your shit up here.
Kirk Owen. I probably blew $3 million on her over 3 years. But, you know, I loved her with all my heart, kept her off drugs. Would have died for her. Was nice to her as I could physically be. Desperately wanted to be there for the rest of my life, but she's just a little too volatile, so I didn't trust it to, like, take it next level. None of that mattered. So, okay. And by the way, when I met her.
Yeah. Shout out to the brother. Shout out to the brother that put this shit up in here, bruh. This is painful to watch, fam.
The guy who she was getting some coaching from.
And they come up here with chains and gold chains and fake gold chains and this motherfucking shit they get at Hot Topic. All right. And then put it on like it's cool.
Actually, it was his right-hand man. She knew who she was moving on to.
Oh, Lord.
He was already telling her what a dick I am and supporting her dealing with that jerk Owen.
He was drinking for this, bruh. He was drinking.
I probably blew $3 million on her over 3 years.
God damn, Ninja. Wow. $3 million in 3 years. That's cold, evil ass work, bro. I never paid for pussy. I guarantee you, he says he never paid for pussy too. I've been telling you guys, all men pay. All men pay. It's not even a cope. All men pay. And this is where I want to bring it back. This is not about Owen Cook or the PUAs. It's about CG motherfucking A. What I tell you, I'm telling you what's real out here. Men saying they're winning with the strategy ultimately will reveal who they really are. They're trick tramp sluts. They dealing with sluts and tramps, and these niggas are tricks. Married trick. Dating coach trick. Tricks. Everybody paying. Everybody paying, bruh. Do we have the stomach, bruh?
Do you have the stomach?
Everybody paying. Even if they super cool and they running game and they doing all of these things, RSD, whatnot. At the end of the day, all men pay. And we have to get this thing out of this thing where you guys, they're selling you a dream. These rappers that say they pimps, they sold you a dream. And now you out here talking about you a pimp, but you ain't nothing but a horny, peace sleeve, pedestalizing discount ninja. All right, like this dude right here. You got $5 head and you still negotiating to get it down to $3. Like this is where we're at. This is where we're at. We have to actually shine a light on this shit because they got you other men out here you're trying to do your best out here, right? Look at the men in these seats. They're trying to do their best. They trying to this and they trying to that. And they're like, it ain't working. It ain't working. What am I doing wrong? And you realize the dude in front of you spending $3 million on a skeezer. He didn't tell you that part at the beginning. Supporting a drug addict who monkey branched on him. See, they forgot that part. Okay? They forgot that part. Why you didn't tell that part at the beginning of the course? Why you didn't tell that part when you recorded the video of you walking off with the broad saying I pulled her with game and double negging and a backhanded compliment and a peacock? Then come up here and tell me CGA must can't get bitches. He ain't got game. He got a trick. I ain't never spent $3 million in 3 years tricking. I ain't never been married 28, 30 years. I ain't never sold y'all men a dream. I've never tried to lead you astray. I've kept it real and I batted 1,000. I ain't missed yet. I haven't missed. Because what I'm teaching you is the real. I'm giving you real life. I'm not giving you fantasy. I'm not selling you a dream. I'm not telling you to sell these hoes a dream. I'm just laying it out. And I could have been rich off y'all niggas apparently and be crying in the next seminar, right? Crying in the next seminar. Looking at my bank account gone over one drug addict broad. I mean, I hope y'all listening to me, but y'all not. And y'all gonna go over there. CGA was talking about, okay, this is just one of these PUAs. There's more of them. And they industry died a long time ago, but they still trying to keep themselves alive and relevant through young content creators. They're trying to hold on. All right, but, you know, I don't know why they always kind of trying to figure out what I'm doing wrong, and I'm still just outselling them. I'm out here outperforming them on a regular, consistent basis. And now and then they might beat me in a stream number, but that's few and far between. Every day, if you look at the numbers, I'm winning. Not the playbacks, because I'm demonetized, so playbacks don't count. My man said, who? Bruh, rewind the stream. Rewind the stream. If you came in late, it ain't my duty to keep repeating myself. If you didn't hear, it ain't my duty to keep repeating yourself. Okay, I repeated it. I've said it over and over again. Nigga, if you wasn't listening in the class, that's your problem. Catch up, bruh. Catch up with me. Catch up with me, man. Which brings us to the all-time trick anthem. All right, I know you've been waiting for it. Let me see here. I'm gonna read the lyrics. Let me see here. Let me see if we can pull it up. Oh man, another song keeps coming up here. So let me see if I can do it here. Catch up with me, man. Yeah, hit them lines first, bruh. All right, so here's the all-time trick anthem of all time. So I'm gonna read it. Verse 1. All right, so verse 1 right here, it says, girl, People assume you're all about that cash. They don't know your heart is gold. You just move fast. I'll admit when I met you, I had you figured wrong. Every time I turned around, there was money on your arms. They promised you things, but they never came through. That's maybe when we met how I hooked you. I saw something in you no one's ever seen. I got some of what they got, but I'm just more real. Hit the chorus. Can you be my gold digger? So I can touch you all the time. Can you be my gold digger? All my friends want you, but you're mine. Want to be my gold digger. Tell all your NBA friends so long. Can you be my gold digger? Do you need love? Okay, let me go to verse 2. Girl, I may not have the dough that you're used to, but I got more than enough to take care of you. The only thing I want for you is respect. So don't introduce me to someone you once hit. You might be teasing and hitting me through the phone, but in my mind, I know your shit is still wrong. Wanted to check your girl, so now you know. I know you want financial security and respect. Someone that really listens to you and good sex. No one selling you a false dream. Just one man giving you the real thing. See, I know I took you out the game, but your life is still far from simple and plain. So be patient. You gon' see the world, and there's no one I'd rather be with. Okay? And it says, then you, my girl. And we're back to the verse. Can you be my gold digger? So I can touch you all the time. All right, who wants to hear the song? Who wants to hear the song? All right, we're going to hear the song. The song is by a group, one of my favorite groups. And it came up on my playlist, and I said, I forgot about that song. The song is from 2008. The group is Mint Condition. The song is called Gold Digger. All right, so we're going to hear it right here. All right, I'm going to get a copyright, so don't worry about it. 2008, Mint Condition, Can You Be My Gold Digger? All right, so here we go. We're going to play it, so we're going to hear it. I wish I had the lyrics on this one. Maybe the lyric. Do they have it with the lyrics? Let me see here. Do they have it with the lyrics? Maybe they don't have it with the lyrics. Also, okay, here we go. Shout out to Mix Condition. Yeah, the last American band. Here we go. Fair use. All right.
People assume you're all about that cash. They don't know your heart is gold, you just move fast. I'll admit when I met you, I had you figured wrong. Every time I turned around, there was money on your arms. They promised you things, but they never came through. That's maybe when we met, how I hooked you. I saw something then you no one's ever seen. I got some of what they got, but I'm just more real.
Can you be my gold digger?
So I can touch you all the time.
Can you be my gold digger?
All my friends want you, but you're mine. Tell all your NBA friends so long.
Can you be my gold digger?
Hey,
let's go.
Don't you need love?
Don't you need love?
Girl, I may not have the things that you're used to, but I got more than enough to take care of you. The only thing I want from you is respect. So don't introduce me to someone that you wanna hit. You might be teasing texting and hitting him through the phone. But in my mind, I know that shit's still wrong. Needed to check you, girl, so now you know. Now you know, and I know you want financial security and respect. Someone that really listens to you and good sex. No one's selling you false dreams, just one man giving you real things. You know I took you out the game, but your life is still far from simple and plain. So be patient.
Be patient.
You'll get to see the world. There's no one I'd rather do it with than you, my girl.
Can you be my gold digger? So
I can touch you all the time.
Can you be my gold digger?
No. All my friends want you, but you're mine.
Yeah. For my gold digger. Tell all your NBA friends so long. Hey. Don't you need love? Won't you be my gold digger?
So I can touch you all the time.
Can you be my gold digger? Woo!
All my friends want you, but you're mine.
Let's go. Hey.
Oh, tell all your NBA friends so long.
Let's go. Don't you need love? Woo! Wow, wow, wow. Shout out to Big Condition. Woo! That's the Trick National Anthem. That gotta be shout out. And this is a great group, by the way. Stokely, I think his name is Stokely. I can't remember his last name. Oh my goodness. Damn. That is crazy, huh? Y'all think the tricking is new. Oh man. Y'all go download it here for your stream right there. When you in your tricking mood, all right, you can get in there. He said, tell all your NBA friends so long. The Tricks National Anthem from Mint Conviction, man. Stokely Williams, yes, he's a great singer. The band is a great band. Somebody called it the Last American Band, right? They play all instruments. I hate to throw them under the bus. Because I listened to them a lot in college. But, yeah. Don't you need love? All right, you guys got to listen to that, man. Goodness gracious. All right, shout out to y'all. Let me get to these super chats. It's an evil world we live in. Yeah.
It's an evil world we live in.
All right, can you be my gold digger? Yeah, man, they're a great band too. All right, they're good. But, you know, they got to make music for the women. They got to make me. And back in the 2008, you know, it was a little different out here. But I just want to ask you guys right here. I want to ask you this.
Do you have the stomach to watch a girl that you really love? To watch some motherfucker that got more money than you, that's more handsome than you, that's built more better than you? Fuck your bitch for a fee? Anybody can fuck my bitch if the price is right. She happy to go get it.
Yeah, man. Do you have the stomach? Do you have the stomach? Don't say I'll never put y'all on to game right here. Don't ever say I'll put y'all on. I'm the one here with the knowledge. My file of knowledge is infinite. I'm the Morpheus of the mating matrix. I've forgotten more shit than most people know. I used to say this to my basketball players, and when I was a teacher, I used to say this. These kids would be like, you don't know, and I used to look at them and say, I forgot more shit than you know. Like, there's stuff in this manosphere shit and in life, I forgot more than you motherfuckers know. Especially it doesn't matter who I'm talking to. I forgot more about life than you know. I mean, just on experience, that I could just sit here and be like, yeah, I forgot. Here's a lesson for you. Let me pull it out. I got the motherfucker here right in my pocket. Right? Yeah, I forgot. Here's a lesson for you. I forgot. Yeah, here. So that's what my Rolodex of information and knowledge is. It reigns supreme out here. I'm like the God Allah Rakim with this shit. I forgot more than motherfuckers out here ever known. and it ain't no lies. All right, I could just think of some shit. Yeah, I got a story to tell. All right, I got a story. Yeah, I forgot some shit happened like that. Let me tell y'all something. And this goes for every angle of this space. Pimping, hoeing, tricking, marriage, divorce, child support, kids, fathering, fathers, dating. The Morpheus of the mating matrix. All right, so anyway, shout out to y'all. And we got Maryland guy is in the building. He says, Coach, why is it that I get more looks and attention from married women or women in relationships than single women? You ever notice that too? God works in cruel ways. Yes, indeed. It's a cruel summer. But this is typically because, they have their foot on first base. All right, so they can take a risk. All right, they can flirt. So women do like to flirt. Okay, we call this the flirting game. And people have to realize that just because a woman's in a relationship doesn't mean she's out the game in terms of flirting. Now, she may be loyal to her man, meaning that she'll never sleep with you. She'll never let you put the head in. All right, but she might kiss you and let you lick her neck, give her attention, flirt. So she has somebody at home. She has her foot on first. But while she's out here, she still likes attention from men. She likes to look, right? So she has a safety net. She has a safety net, but that means now she could come out and get a couple of flirts in and let you buy a drink and have a conversation and then at the end, and so these are normally older women and shit like that. It's the same thing as when you are out by yourself, you look crazy. When you're out with the woman, women do look funny. They have a different look on their face. Now, some women might not be worried about it, but if I'm in the gym one day and I'm by myself, they give you this shit. Soon as you with a girl, they doing a quick glance like, oh shit. So this is just how people work. And I said this yesterday. Many women in this competition for top tier men, they would rather steal a man from a girl or a woman than to make something of a man that they're not sure of. Okay, so if they don't know who you are and you don't have no bitches, they'd rather not deal with you. They would rather take a man from a girl or a woman. So it's how it works. That's just how nature works. It's opposite of what we think. And for people who think, nah, not me, there's some women out here, I would never do that. I just can't see. Okay, let me ask you something. Do you know women like this? Like, people always use themselves. They always, well, I would never do something like, who gives a fuck what you're going to do? I'm talking about the real world. Go outside. Ladies, do you know women like this? Okay, yes. Well, shut the fuck up and let me teach. Just because you say you won't do it doesn't mean there aren't women out here that you know that do shit like this. Right? It happens. It's real. Women look funky around you if they know they've seen you before and you had no broads. Now all of a sudden you have a woman with you. She's looking at you. She may not say, oh, I'm out of his league or she's out of my league. She's just looking to see what was it about her that made him get her? What was it about him that made him get her? Right? There's more single women in the history of the world. So she's making a judgment. Right? She's making a quick judgment like, oh, damn, okay, he's short and old and bald. Why is he with that 23-year-old? Like, that's a quick judgment. Damn, okay. She moves on. It's not a big deal. Maybe it is a big deal. Maybe she's really reevaluating. Then she sees you at the club. What happens next time? Oh, hi. She might say hi to you the next time. Might. The next time you in the club, not the club, but the gym, she might say hi the next time. Now, it also means you're not a sexual predator, that you're not a dangerous man. When she saw you before, you were on the loose, like a loose pit bull. But, so she doesn't know. You could be a predator for all she cares. But because there was a woman with you, your daughter, your mother, another woman you're dating, possibly your wife, then she might say, okay, so someone has social proof. Somebody's verified that this is not a creepy, dangerous guy. So she might say, hi, so this is pre-selection. Doesn't mean she's interested in you. It just means you've been validated. It's like, okay, somebody's validated that you're safe. So she ignored you before, But now she's coming back to say, oh, okay, people have vouched for you. Hi. Doesn't mean she's interested. That just means what it is. Or she might look at you or smile. So pre-selection is real. And it works like game. It works like game. But yes, it is cruel how people work in the world. Just a thing how it works. Or let's say she wasn't interested in you, but you had a fine ass bitch, right? She's like, oh shit. All right. Maybe or she might think you have an ugly broad. Okay, maybe I can get them then. So there's a whole bunch of things at play on this one, and it's very subconsciously done. So this is why people can't admit that they're doing it. These are very more subconscious, natural nature acts that we all do. Like if you see, same thing with guys, you see a girl and you lusting over her. You see her at the gym next time she with her boyfriend. You're like, oh. Same thing. It's just quick, just that quick. You see her with her boyfriend. Oh, look at her. All right, look at him. He a nerd. Look at him. Oh, okay, he a Chad or a Tyrone. Okay, yeah, okay. Or another girl, she'd be like, damn, she all fat. I can see the cottage cheese in her goddamn. And then she comes back with a Tyrone. What do? Oh, shit. You reevaluating your goddamn roster. You're reevaluating your roster. You thought she was a slump buster. Then somebody else showed up and she had an NFL nigga. That happened to me. I was at a car wash. I saw a woman, she had the whole look. And I was kind of like, And then one of the Raiders walked out. Yep. Then one of the Raider niggas walked out and sat next to her. I was like, oh, not out of my league, out of my price range. So these subconscious games that we play when we're looking at people and people watching and measuring ourselves up, it happens to men, it happens to women. All right. I thought she was a baddie, but I was like, I might be able to pull. And then a Raider nigga walked out. All right. Then I was like, oh, shit. Okay, there we go. All right. This is a whole different ball game here. All right. Now I have to reevaluate who she is and who I am. Okay. It is what it is. Same thing as, it happens, dude. These are all things that we all witness. So nature is somewhat cruel. I got to get over here on the Ko-Fis. Oh, man. But it is what it is. Shout out to our brother. It's Big Boy says, sorry for all the errors. Okay, you had another text. He said, Coach, as a married man of 21 years, I have always made it a point to have hobbies. And my something might also encourage. Yeah, there's the typo right there, but you acknowledged it. Somebody also encouraged it as an escape from family. She stated, because you work hard and are an excellent provider, and drop that neck. All right. There's some typos in there and you acknowledged it. Let me see if I can go down and fix it. All right, but I can't fix it. But shout out to you, Big Boy. Appreciate you. Pause, by the way. Big Boy. All right, I'm not calling you Big Boy again. All right, do we have this many supporters over on Ko-Fi? All right, shout out to Sam. Says, fighting with a woman is not a smart idea, especially if you live together, because you can't just walk away. So you feel more trapped in a cohabitation situation. Only big dummies fight with women. God forbid she falsely accuse you or says, don't touch me. What are your thoughts? This is why we don't cohabitate. All right, because you will always, I know people say I've been in a marriage and I've never had a fight. Congratulations to y'all. I don't believe you. You need more people. But you never know who your spouse, girlfriend, or partner, or whatever you want to call them, are until you get into an argument. And you will be shocked at the depths, the low depths that people will reach when they're frustrated. When they feel cornered, when they feel like they can't win, when they feel like they don't have an out. You never know. And when that happens, you're going to learn a lot about your spouse, girlfriend, cohabitant, partner, co-parent. You're going to learn a whole bunch. And you're going to be shocked. So you never know how people really, truly crash out. And yes, women do tend to panic. So they'll call the police, they'll make a scene, they'll cry, and then they'll snap out of it. You never know when they'll snap out of it the next morning. It is. So, you know, then if you're cohabitating and you find out the hard way, it's bad news. Shout out to Leo K with the co-sponsorship. He says a childhood friend just reached out after 20 years. His wife of 11 months was cheating and plotting to kill him with her lover. She kept pushing to be named next of kin. Thankfully, no kids, and he's safe now. Gentlemen, it's overcooked out here. Jeez, man, this is cold.
I'm rich, bitch.
It's cold. Somebody's talking about telling them about valet. I'll tell you some valet stories. All right, but yeah, she was plotting, namely, you know, putting that life insurance on him, next to kin. Dude, the sad part about it is that you don't know who's going to cheat, whether it's the man, you don't know. You just can't predict it. And the sad part is people say, well, I would never do it. You could trust me. Why don't you trust me? I just can't deal with it. I just seen people do dastardly things to other people. So you just have to keep your guard up. You just have to keep your guard up. I know people want to believe that no one's going to do dastardly things to them, but here's my lesson again. It is the people who are related to you, who look like you, or who are close to you. These are the people who are going to do the worst things to you in your life. The worst things that will be done to you in your life will be one of those three things. It's never a stranger, someone you didn't know, you were in a bad spot. It's almost never that. Statistically, people who you're related to, look like you, and live near you are going to be the people who do the worst things to you. So when people say, you can trust me and I'm related to you and I'm your girlfriend, I'm your wife, I live with you, I would never do. Just statistically look it up. Now, y'all can do whatever you want with that information. In fact, if you showed up to your house and your girlfriend was dead, there's a big chance that you're going to be suspect number one. You walked in the house and your girlfriend laying there in a pool of blood. You're like, damn. And you go to render CPR. So you done touched her, rolled her over and shit. You got blood on your hands. You cuddle and cradle her. You got blood on your shirt. You call 911. I came home and my girlfriend's dead on the floor. You're suspect number one. You better have an alibi. The reason why is that most people who die, somebody they were in a romantic relationship probably killed them. Like, that's how bad romantic relationships are. Like, so when people say, don't you trust me? Don't you believe in love? Don't you believe? No, not even the police believe in love. Not even prosecutors believe in love. Not even district attorneys believe in love. Not even people and private investigators believe in love. Not even statistics believe in it. They're literally like, okay, he must have did it or she must have did it. That's literally how it works. So don't blame me. Just don't blame me for this shit. We're just looking at it pragmatically. And it couldn't even been you. There's been people who've been, their spouse or their girlfriend died and they were suspect for 10 years until DNA cleared them. They lived their whole life, but they didn't get prosecuted or they're in prison. They lived their whole life like, damn. Because the only person they could come up with that killed them would be the boyfriend or the girlfriend or the husband or the wife. That's the only person they could come up with, OJ. Nothing else makes sense. Even though she was buying drugs, hoeing around, cheating, fucking everybody, it still is OJ. Like, they can just come up with, we can't find anything. We can't connect any dots. Nothing makes sense. Hitman, bitches she owed thousands of dollars to drug dealers. Niggas she fucking, nah, that don't make sense. Just pin it on a lover. And then they just backtrack it to that. Try to find footprint, blood, droppings. So this is where we're trying to clear shit up. But this whole idea where people guilt you into, don't you believe in love and trust? I don't. And it should be okay. It should be okay. Can you work from there? And then sometimes they can't. No, I just can't be with someone who can't trust me. Bye, bitch. Bye. Deal with it. All right. Deshaun Rose, shout out to you. TW, shout out to you. And the Ko-Fi supporter, that's what it says there. Shout out to you. We also have a lot of people here. Okay. I Don't Want Your Money by Ed Sheeran. All Men Pay. Shout out to no government name. Poppy says, nah, coach, that song was lame. He says, I got a better one. It's T.I., Whatever You Like. And Jamie Foxx, Get This Money. Top 2. Don't ask me to play songs. All right. I'm not going to just stop the show and just start playing songs and just divert from the rest of the show. All right. Shout out to you, but I appreciate that. You guys heard it. You can have whatever you like. And Jamie Foxx, Get This Money. We got Bob says the beginning of the end of the manosphere is when they decided to bring up pickup artists and compromise men, losers, and women. He says that's why when you created a group and you create a group, you should vet and keep a gate. Shout out to you. When they decided to bring up pickup artists. Yeah, the pickup artistry is a black eye. I know they say the MGTOWs are a black eye, but the pickup artistry is the black eye. Shout out to our brother B Free, 52-year-old retired Marine vet, 5 years post-divorce, was about to get back on the plantation with a 50-year-old sloppy yogurt until I found you. 2 years at the JUCO, living the free agent lifestyle, and now the 50-year-olds is my slow Tuesday. Boss up, brothers. Indeed. Keep you a slow Tuesday.
You better boss up, nigga.
All right, the 50-year-old is a slow Tuesday, and you called her bluff. Guess what? Be free. I guarantee you she had no other option but you. Okay? She had no other option but you. And this is what I tell men. Call bluff, especially if you're older in your late 30s, 40s, 50s. All right. The women that are pressing you and want a relationship, always call her bluff. Call her bluff. I can almost guarantee you nobody is going to take that deal. You're thinking about it. She is a good woman. She God-fearing. She's a good mom. All right. And I got kids too. Let me go ahead and take her off the market. You know, she's saying she doesn't want to have sex without a marriage. She's saying that. And you're in your 40s and 50s and you're hearing this shit. Call her bluff. She has no better deal. If she does have a better deal, go look at who she picks after your goofy ass. It's going to be a straight up gump. Then you're going to figure out you was the gump she was trying to make this nigga out on Facebook. I've done this tens and tens of times. Pull their card and say, nah, I'm good. And they show up with a gump 6 weeks later in a picture standing like this. No lean. I'd like to introduce my new man. Always decline. Nah, I'm good. And see who they can get. There's a 97% chance she will get nobody. Nobody taking that deal. So just be like, yeah, that's good. And she'll stay on your slow Tuesday. And if she fall off, there's a bunch of, dude, you know how many 45-year-old women I can bang? And if you think I'm lying, you ain't over on locals. Go to my locals. I prove it every single week. All right. The 45 and up is easy pickings. All right. Do not get it twisted out here. Do not go and just jump out there for them old broads and them soggy biscuits. Blue Baggins said, back when Rouge V's forum travel section was popping, I see those weirdos running around Central City, Budapest, and Belgrade, which is in Serbia, with leather jackets doing super weird-ish, super suckers. All right, pickup coaches run game in Colombia. Like weird shit. Weird shit. And Ghost Q, Coach Alini, let me get that Yankee jacket, the janky jacket. Anyway, I'm holding the line on the Strags, demanding premium prices on the monetized dating marketplace. These women are delusional post-wall, and it's sad. Shout out to the six-figure leveraged ninjas knowing their worth. Let's go. Do not play around with old Strags on the monetized dating marketplace. Don't play with them, man. Don't play with them. They're going to look like an easy target, but they're going to run you ragged. They're out here. It's crazy. Only talk to, every now and then you can keep one in there and you're going to realize they're a waste of time. Any woman to me 35 and up is a waste of time on the monetized dating marketplace. Yeah, they sexy and cute. Some of them are easy targets. It look like an easy lay. Leave them alone, bro. They will just frustrate the shit out of you. Just stay with the youngsters. All right. And so if you're 70 and a youngster to you is 40, go for it. Okay. But these women are bad news. Bad news on the monetized dating marketplace. Last couple see. Shaw says, Coach, play the do you have the stomach? That shit is funny, which I did. And Chris says, Coach, I've always wondered with this game, Steve the Deem is a huge proponent of this. Is he part of the PUA as well? He is. And Steve the Dean is a good friend of mine. So, and like I said, a lot of PUAs I'm good with. But yeah, he talks that game stuff too. All right. And they have figured out a way to make it more about manhood. So he has a manhood. So his game is more manhood. And I actually interviewed him on the stream and I had him bring that up. All right. So, you know, because I'm like, okay, define game. And he brought it up and he used the good analogy of game. So it is not just necessarily running game on the girl. All right. But, you know, he's been around for a long time. I mean, all right, so he's been around for a long time. He's very knowledgeable of the space related to content creation, and he's been around way longer than a lot of these other guys. But do I consider him one of the nerds? Not necessarily, no. When I think of the nerds, you know who the nerds are. The nerds are the ones that you know got no pussy back in the day. Oh, yeah, Steve is anti-PUA. So he might be anti-PUA. So I know he doesn't agree with a lot of the pickup artist stuff. Because knowing Steve, knowing that I know him, he'd probably be against the nerd guys. Knowing how I know him. He think those dudes are crazy. Because he know them dudes don't get pussy. They nerds. And I'm not saying getting pussy makes you a nerd, but like, come on, man. And then those dudes be trying to be like, he doesn't have game. I'll be like, dude, that shit is goofy to me. Funniest shit I ever heard on YouTube is telling some of these ninjas, telling other dudes that they ain't got game. And I swear to God, nothing makes me laugh and cringe at that statement alone. Where they'll look at you, well, he doesn't have game. Now, because to me, in the 90s, we used to say that shit. Like, we used to say that, oh, nigga, you ain't got no game. All right, but the way we said it was different than they say it. Because, you know, nerds learn from cool guys. So what'll happen is, let's say we were out, you know what I mean, at the college, at the yard, parking lot pimping. And we see a girl and we was like, oh man, damn, I'm gonna pull up on her shit. Oh man, I got to have that. And you with your boys, they be like, go get her, nigga. You know what I mean? Go get her. You be like, yeah, I'm about to pull. All right, hold on, shit. Let me hold my jacket. All right, hold me back. I'm about to go in. And then you go over there. You know what I mean? You throw your little stuff out there. You know, yeah, baby, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, I just seen like a sister like you know what I mean? I just see you out here with your calves out. You know what I mean? Legs popping. I see you with your toes. Can I get a brother, get your number? You know what I mean? You know what I'm doing around here? I'm the big boss around here. All my boys know I'm with my boys. I see you with your girls. You know what I mean? I just, you know, I could pull a girl like you. You know what I'm saying? Just give me the numbers real quick and I'm going to hit you up. You know what I mean? I'm going to be on your voicemail. I'm going to beep you 911 or call you on your cell phone. I'll call you back to see what you going to tell me. You just hit her with the boom bap and the boom bap on the this and the that. You hitting her with the da 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 da. You let the mouthpiece just da 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 da. You got your pen in your pocket, you know what I mean? You put I'm going to put it on my hand, baby. What's what it is right here? 976-7070. Then she'd be like, nah, you know, I got a boyfriend, you know, don't play with me. You know what I mean? I just ain't checking. I'm just here hanging out with my girls. I'm from out of town. I ain't even from here. I'm from Cleveland. You know what I mean? Just, it's okay. And then you'd be like, you know, I just want to get them numbers. You know what I mean? I'm going to call you. You live in Cleveland. I'll drive up to Cleveland, baby. Don't talk to me. Ain't nothing but a word. Ain't nothing but a chicken wing on the string. I got you, baby. You know what I mean? Let me pull you real quick. Let me pull you over here. Let me talk to you. You know what I mean? Just come over here. Then the woman be like, you know, I like your smile. You know what I mean? You pretty handsome, but, you know, I don't mess with guys at nightclubs. I just got to like that. You know, I'm going to just have to miss you real quick. You know, ain't no thing, baby. You know, I'm sure all the other ladies like you, and you probably a player. And then she walk off. And then all your friends laughing. And then you come back, you know, just thinking, you know what I mean? I would have pulled her, you know what I mean? But she said she was from Cleveland. And everybody like, And then what do they say? Nigga, you ain't got no game. See, it was said in a playful way. When dude said you didn't have game, it was playful. It didn't mean you was whack, you didn't have no life. But how the nerd PUAs use it, they use it like they got some fucking secret, like they got astrophysics. Well, he just doesn't have game. He leans into girls on their picture. Like weird shit. It comes off like weird. Like they literally looking at you. Well, it's just because he just doesn't know game. Like, and you're like, that's not even how you apply you ain't got game. It's not even how you apply it. So when they look at you like, well, it's clear he doesn't have game. Like, that's not how you even apply it to a person. like, bruh, stop. That's not how you look at a person and say, well, he doesn't have game clearly. You don't even apply it like that. So when they apply it like that, you just be like, nigga, what is wrong with these dudes? What is wrong with you? That's not even how you use it. That shows you how lame and nerdy you are. That's not even how you use game. And they will say it to me, and I'll be like, oh, my Lord. Well, if he had game, his life would be better. No. That's not how you use it. You're using it all wrong, you goofy ass nigga. But you can't tell them nothing because they think they're super smart. You know what I mean? Nerds don't like to be wrong. They using it all wrong and shit. It's supposed to be playful and they know, you know what I mean? Well, let me teach you some games so you can be better and get the number. No, stupid. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. But that's how they think it works, and it's goofy. That's why I think it's goofy. The way they apply it, in the context they apply it in, it's super duper goofy. It don't even make sense. Like, it don't even make sense the way they apply the definition. Okay, nigga, what game are you talking about? Well, spin plates and approach 100 women and game. It's a numbers game. Oh my Lord. So when people say how I'm frustrated with it, it just be so goofy. It's just like super duper dumb the way they apply it. It ain't even in a cool way. It's like in some critical, scientific, you didn't use enough negging. You didn't use enough peacocking. It's like, man, take that shit somewhere else, bruh. If you sign up for my course, I'll teach you how to get bitches like a dude in a paraplegic, a quadriplegic in a wheelchair gets 3 bad bitches because of the game I taught him. No. I disagree. All right. And do not come over here with that bullshit. I have a free webinar and I'll teach you game. Like, that's what I hear. And I'm like, oh, my Lord. Like, that's what I hear. And I'm like, now that shit is ridiculous. All right, so nonetheless, that is absolutely ridiculous. All right, to me. And then I'm looking at the person, and it's even more comical. I'm like, is this you, bruh? This cannot be real. All right, no government name. DH says, I'm eating at a restaurant in Resorts World on the Strip. 3 strags just came in, sat down, drank the free water, then complained about the menu prices and got up and left. It says, it gave me secondhand embarrassment. I see why people look at us how they do. These ain't my people. These ain't my people. Yeah, embarrassed by these your people. Last 2, no government name. ASD says, Coach love makes women the craziest. I always say I've never feared for a man in my life, but women have snapped and put that fear of death into me. And he says, a thing about the JUCO that is actually fun dating. The girls even laugh and smile. I never knew it was so funny until I joined the JUCO. Or you were so funny. Well, yep, they laughing at your corny jokes. You're a riot to the JUCOs. Shout out to you. He says, thanks, Coach. But yes, that's the power of money. All of a sudden, you funny. This is a fact. All right, so let me get to this main event because I got some appointments here. All right, but yeah, you funny as shit when you got $500. All right, secondhand embarrassment. We got the main event. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. All right, I'll use this right here. Trad White. This was from earlier today, but Marques Houston, if you guys don't know who he is, Marques Houston is a guy, he's been in the entertainment industry for a long time. He's been in the group Immature. He was in the movie House Party 2, 3, or 4. Which one of them motherfuckers? I don't remember. All right, and we also had him being a part of the group. He wasn't a part of the group of B2K, but he was close to that group. And, you know, his whole circle, funny, fugazi shit going on in there and all of that. Great singer. Shout out to Marques Houston and all of that stuff. What I'm going to say about him, yeah, it ain't no diss or criticism, but it is a lesson. It is a lesson. And the lesson centers around Marques Houston doing what some people may say we tell you to do. Go get a younger woman. And in this case, the younger woman is, let me scroll down. All right, to find the picture. Where's the picture at? All right, hold on for a second. All right, the younger woman. Let me see if I can pull this up. Marques Houston and wife. Where's the wife? All right, so here's the case right here. Marques Houston did end up, as he was in his late 30s, maybe in his early 40s, married a 19-year-old woman. And her name is Miya. All right, and she was not an entertainer for all I know, but at 41, he married a 19-year-old. Okay? Now, that's right up my alley. We talked about a 19-year-old trad wife earlier. And so Marques Houston had been criticizing the dating community for a while. He is on record as saying that he doesn't like to date single mothers. All right, so he said a red flag for a woman is if she's a single mother. And so he's just like us men who are up in our 30s going into our 40s. We're like, why work so hard and pass it on to a single mother, or pass on all of that work and only get a woman that anybody could have got? So he did what most people might say we suggest over here, is that just marry a younger woman. Now, we don't say marry a younger woman. We basically will be like, hey, just deal with younger women. All right? Deal with younger women. And she's a beautiful young lady. And he thought he had him one, to the point where he put 2 babies in this woman. 2 babies. Okay? 2 babies. So they got married, 2 kids. So everybody's caught up. Married, 2 kids. He got her at 19. He actually met her at 17. But because both of them, I believe, are Jehovah's Witnesses. All right. He was able to say, I can vouch, or have a group of people that vouch for this young lady and say, hey, yes, he's leaning in, but vouch for her and say, I know her background. I know she's religious. I know she's not tainted. I know she's prepared to be a wife. She's ready to be a wife. She just wants to be a wife and a mom. She doesn't want a career and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he got someone that he knew, Jehovah's Witness. And yes, his lean. Is she leaning or he leaning? All right, we can't tell. All right, but she is definitely a pretty young thing. There she is right there. 37-year-old Marques Houston talks about meeting 17-year-old who became his wife. So let's go back and review that. 2 years ago, TMZ caught up with Marques Houston about this right here, and he sets the record straight about the 19-year-old age difference between him and his wife. All right, so let's play the video. TMZ, fair use.
I gotta ask, I mean, does it upset you that the internet seems to have a problem about the age that your wife was when you married her? I mean, everyone's talking about it.
Absolutely not.
I mean, how come?
I mean, you know, you gotta think about it. Everybody has their own opinion. Opinions are like noses. Everybody has one. I'm not a kind of person that don't really care what people think about me. So say what you want. I'm happily married and I love my wife. We have a beautiful daughter. And that's how we live it.
I mean, you know, I always have to ask, like, people are saying your wife must have been like a little bit younger when you married her. I mean, can you set this record straight?
Yes, so she was 19 when we got married. She was 18 when we started dating. So, you know, a lot of misconception out there about a lot of people try to like twist her age online and make it seem like she was born a year earlier. She wasn't. You know, she's 22 going on 23. And, you know, she keeps me young and fresh. What can I say? We have a love that people don't really understand. And I don't really care to explain it. That's what it is.
Okay, I love it. All right, and what do you have working on today? Like, what are your projects?
Right now, we are
okay. We don't care about your project, sir. All right, but go support him. He's a good singer. I actually have songs in my seduction playlist of Marques Houston. Circle. All right, so anyway, we guys know him. He's been a part of the entertainment industry in our world for the last 20 years. If you're in the black community, he's easy to recognize. And we even said during like 2 years ago, see, get you a young woman. Get you a young woman. Well, unfortunately, it didn't work out. And we do have to say it didn't work. All right, apparently there's trouble in paradise. Apparently, there's trouble in paradise. Now, as far as I know, they're not divorcing or divorced, but we're going to use a video by a content creator. The content creator is the Celebrity Junk. All right. The content creator's name is the Celebrity Junk. All right. So we're going to play a video by the Celebrity Junk who's going to bring it all home and package it up. Fair motherfucking use. Fair use. This is the best video that I can find to bring it all home. And we're going to use the Celebrity Junk's video to clear up what this is. So I'm going to say fair use. We're going to use your video for criticism, commentary, and so forth and so on. The content creator is the Celebrity Junk. It's on a channel called the Celebrity Junk. All right. Shout out to the Celebrity Junk here. All right. So, you never thought he would appear on my channel, did you? All right. You never thought he'd appear on my channel. All right. But we got to use this video. I had less prep time here. Okay. So here we go right here. Shout out to this content creator. He's been in this space for many years. All right. Here we go right here. Let's play the video.
That's good, everybody.
All right, we're going to skip the intro. Skipping the intro. Here we go.
Of the Celebrity Junk. Marques Houston is in a very tumultuous situation. And I believe that most of us guys who are like in our midlife stages, we've seen what the dating world is like. We want something new. We tired of the baby mama drama. Baby daddy got 15 felonies. We're tired of clapping them cheeks, just being over entitled. So a lot of brothers like, look, I'm rich. Let me get something new. Okay. Somebody that's not tainted in the ways of experience or have kids by other people. Let me get somebody new. And so Marques Houston decided to do that, okay? Marques Houston decided to get with, I believe her name is Miya Houston, all right? And Miya is just like Marques Houston. She's Jehovah's Witness, okay?
All right, so she a nice piece of calico. I'm going to tell you that right there. And the buffoonery is at an all-time high. All right, the buffoonery definitely is at an all-time high. Fair use. Fair use. All right, we're fair using this video. Okay, so let's play the video here. He decided to get him a young piece of calico from his religious background.
So same religion, and he was older. Now you heard the allegations. He was 17 when he allegedly was introduced to her, then married her at 18, and he was booty clapping it up by the time she was 19, and then it was married. But remember this interview that Marques Houston said about single mothers.
I'll sit and talk to women, and women that are my age, and they kind of have a different outlook on life. You know, a lot of women my age are very independent. They are very like, you know, I don't need a man to do this for me because I can do this for myself. And I come from a generation that I'm very, very, you know, love to provide for my wife. I love to provide for my woman. And I'm very in that generation, like the old days, you know. I would never want to be with a woman that felt like, oh, I don't need you, or I don't, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, you know, and there's a lot of women my age. I've dated women my age, and, you know, they may have baggage, they may have kids, they may have not. You know, it's just, there's so many different women that I've dated throughout my life. And this just so happened to be the one that caught my heart.
So what was your red flags, like when you like dating through all time? I know you probably met like some of the most beautiful women in the world. What was some like red flags, like, nope, you're out. No, like a red flag, he's like, I'm done, next. Red flag for me always if a woman had a kid. Nothing against single women, single mothers with children. I respect them. I love them. I feel like that's one of the toughest jobs, to raise a child and also raise a child by yourself and to be a woman. 100% tip my hat, respect to the women that are raising children on their own.
All right, he bracing himself because most of his audience probably single mothers. All right, so he's doing the whole, hey, I have to say this, but yes.
But just with me, for when I grew up, I never really wanted kids. And, you know, I would talk to my dad a lot, and he would always tell me, look, have your own kids, because you never want to have, you know, you don't know what the baby daddy's about, you know, so, you know, if you're going to have kids, make sure as a woman that they never had kids before, you can have your own. So I kind of like stuck to that. So that was always my red flag. But then that's a personal choice.
We all know what happened and what became down bad as of that. Now, she unfollowed. They are not following each other. She is moving on with her life, porking inside other dudes' cars. I want to give a shout out to the brother Sean Davey Way show here on YouTube. He found some information. Okay, he went and he's been looking at Marques Houston's Instagram, and I want to go over some of the screenshots. Like Marques Houston's down, but he's going through it right now. Okay, things to keep private, everything. Okay, never force anything, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it will be. Don't be too nice to people. People will use you.
All right, and so these appear to be screenshots from Marques Houston, and he definitely sound bitter and hurt. All right, just like we said earlier, proximity, likeness, and relation. Never underestimate what people close to you will do to you. And when you invite people close to you into your domicile, into your domain, these are the people that are probably going to hurt you in the fact that there's going to be mistrust. All right. And you're going to be like, damn, I can't believe you did that to me. So it seems like Marques Houston, according to this content creator and another content creator, has found that, hey, he like, damn, you got me. Yes, you can get gotcha, bitch. You can get got. Don't believe in that you can't get got by people close to you. You can get got. And what'll happen is this is what Greg the Guru said. You'll inadvertently raise her sexual marketplace value. Now, you saw how attractive she was with all that hair and makeup on. She's an attractive woman. But when you bring her into that world of high-powered men, celebrities, bigger, better, stronger, faster, you just raised her marketplace value by marrying her. And now you invite her to your world, and now she's seeing basketball players, celebrities, Coach Greg Adams. All right, she's now exposed to a world that she was not probably exposed to until you raised her marketplace value through marriage. You invited her into that world. Now, your age difference, 41 and 19, she is going to be still a 19-year-old. And she's going to be in awe of the world you invite her in. All right? It doesn't matter what age the woman is, but a 19-year-old who is in a Jehovah Witness camp and groomed to be a wife, but now you've invited her to the world of celebrity and awe and executives. Shit. Good luck. Not only that, she wants to have fun. You're 41. You married a 19-year-old. It's going to be difficult when you want to go to sleep at 9:30. And you know what 19-year-olds do? They are nocturnal creatures. They don't go to bed. They don't go to bed at 9:30. They want to see hide no hair or going to bed. 19-year-olds are wide awake at 12:30. 19-year-olds are wide awake at 2:30. Them bitches go to sleep right before the sun about to go up and stay asleep till noon. Anyone 19 to 26, bitches are nocturnal. They sleep to 2:30 in the afternoon and they stay awake to 2:30 and 3 in the goddamn AM. Shit don't get cracking until 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. They text a nigga, what you doing? And you over there asleep. 9:30, 10:30. And she just sitting up. All right, I got money. I got a Mercedes S550, all paid for. Kids are asleep. Nanny got them. All right, where the niggas at? So the games don't start with a 19, 20, 26-year-old until 9 motherfucking 30, right when you tuck it in. So this is where the difficulty is going to be. Now you didn't introduce her to other people and people pinging her, Snapchatting her, they WhatsApping her, they hitting her on apps you ain't never heard about. And she up 1:30, 2:30. Never trust a bitch 18 to 26 that went to bed early. I went to bed early. No woman between that age goes to bed early unless she been up fucking the whole day previous to that time. Or she going to sleep with somebody early. So this is where you're going to see the problem come in. This is why I say rent these girls, lease them, have fun with them. All right. Fuck the sexual marketplace. Fuck, it is what it is. But do not get into this lifestyle where you're like, oh, I'm going to marry her and she going to go to bed, milk and cookies, 9 o'clock. She going to put the kids to bed. We going to get, she going to give me some nookie. And then I'm going to pass out and she going to go to sleep with me and wake up at 5:30 in the morning and fix my goddamn protein shake. All right. So men, know this about young women. They are nocturnal creatures. They're marsupials and nocturnal. Okay, they're not going to be out here doing that trad wife shit for very long. And we're going to find this out right now. Here we go.
Baby, I'm hard to love, but I love so hard. So he over here pouring out his damn feelings and shit. And then look at this. Look at this girl. Boom. One at a time. That's her. With another dude around her age. I'm going to tell you, brother, something, man.
No, I'm going to tell you, brother, something. Despite the fact that, yes, a 19-year-old will marry a 40-something-year-old guy, you will have some calico that will say they're committed to you at the JUCO and they 19 to 26. That doesn't mean they only like older men. They do like to hang out with Pookie and them. They do want to be outside. They do want to go to concerts. They do want to go to Dre's. You cannot program this shit out of them. Just because they might say, I prefer older men and married does not mean they don't want to be around Pookie and hanging out at Crenshaw and Slauson at the swap meet, that they don't want to be at the goddamn Chris Brown concert. It doesn't mean this. It doesn't mean they don't want to talk to younger guys or men their age. It doesn't mean that they might not fuck guys that age. So we do have to make a clear distinction between, yes, women do like older guys. Do they exclude younger guys? No. Just like they might exclude older guys, that don't mean they won't fuck one. So there it is now. You see her out here and it says, what a time. Pookie. So we say this all the time and people don't hear me. Just because a younger woman would be with an older guy, marry, relationship, whatnot, JUCO, doesn't mean they exclude younger guys. And vice versa. They don't exclude someone. They just include someone. And for whatever reason, it is. So she wants to be outside. She don't want to be up there with babies and raising kids. She like this. My younger years are going by. I got the kids. This is the marriage will. I got the kids. Hold on for a second. Let's pull this up. That she wants to be at Coachella. And dude, you know where you don't want to be as an older guy? Coachella. Burning Man. You don't want to be out there. But the bitches want to be out at Burning Man. You know what I'm going to be like? You going out there. You know where she going to be? Out here with younger guys. But she'll be your girl. But I'm your girl and I would never cheat. I'm loyal. She still want to be out at Burning Man and Coachella, at EDC. She want to be out there, bruh. She want to be out there at Rolling Loud. But the marriage will shows you connection phase, investment phase. She secured the investment phase. She secured it. She's locked in. Not only that, she might have California law, which is terrible for Marques Houston. Okay, now you only got bait and switch left. Investment phase is secure. She's got the kid, the house, the car. She's good. She got California law on her side. She wants to be outside. And she wants to have fun. And they have the right to. So if you're dating younger women seriously, just know this comes with it. All right. This you got to be wait, I should just say this right here.
Do you have the stomach?
Do you have the stomach?
Do you have the stomach?
If you're going to be dating younger women and you think it's serious, you better be ready for this. This comes with it, bro. Can't be having 25-year-old women. They're not going to be at home. They're going to be at bars and nightclubs and shit like this. That's where they're going to want to be at after they secure the investment phase. All right, so let's go ahead through it right here and see if there's more. I don't know if he showed the rest, but let's go in here.
You know I love you guys. I don't want to meet y'all, okay? I don't want to meet you no time soon, but I love you, okay? I love you like a play cousin. It sounds, that whole idea of, let me tell you something, brothers. I live in Africa, okay? You know, the average age of people in this country is 16. So,
all right, I might be able to skip. Sorry, I might be able to skip all of this. All right, because he's teaching right here. But let's take it even further here. We're gonna take that off. This is video of her. Allegedly, this is video of her. Let's see what she's doing. This is not Marques Houston she's with. Let's go ahead and play the video.
Who's not from the same generation as you, and you're dealing with a woman that is younger that wants to go out. Look, the dude got her dancing in the cars with other dudes. Dancing with other dudes. She in the car with all these dudes twerking, booty clap. This is a chick that was a Jehovah's Witness. Man, she's trying to be free. She didn't have them kids. She don't want to be in the house with them kids. She fine, bro. Like, y'all gotta understand that. These chicks be bad, okay? I had one chick that she was just so bad, I just went.
Let me turn the volume down here. We don't need volume on this one. Just take a look at the pictures right here. Take a look at the video. Do you have the stomach?
Do you have the stomach?
This is a
to watch a girl that you.
Oh, sorry. This is a Jehovah's Witness.
Do you have the stomach?
She's in a rebellious stage. The streets then called them in, bruh.
In these streets.
The streets are undefeated. And you raised her marketplace value up, secured the investment phase, and she is back to the goddamn streets.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
Now she outside. Because ain't nobody, dude. She outside now, man. All right? She on the internet. You didn't gave her the world. All right? So now she with Pookie. She with Pookie dancing and grinding. And she fine as fuck, bro. I'm going to tell you, bro. People think I don't like black women. I don't know what she is, but she finer than a motherfucker. I'm going to tell you that. And yes, I'm starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
All right, she my type. She my type of black woman right there. But of course, black women are strags. So not all of them. But you can't trust it. All right, you cannot trust it at all. You cannot trust it at all. She gone. Your girl gone. Streets done called her, man. Done called her home.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
All right, but that's a bad bitch. All right, she got a lot of hair and makeup on, and I don't give a fuck, bro. She bad as fuck. All right, she gone too. She gone. He said all of the video, all on the radio, all on the record. All right, come on over, baby.
Do you have the stomach?
All right, goodness. And yes, do white wives do this to you too? It don't matter the race. If you put a woman into the investment phase and secure it and you marry her, she is good as motherfucking gone, bruh. She gone to them streets, man. Them streets.
In these streets.
Done claimed her, man. Them streets done claimed your girl. Jehovah's Witness, 19, married, kids. She out here, as they say in the South. She out here. Oh no, bitch gone. Ooh, wait. Ain't no, love don't mix with this pimping. Love don't mix with this pimping. She too beautiful to be up in this house in 2025. Beautiful women ain't staying up high in the castle no more, bruh. They gonna be outside. She out here. She back. She back. Hey, man. She gone. That's your wife right there. Hold on for a second. This your wife right here, brother. Woo! This a hard lesson to learn. This a hard lesson to learn, man. Yo, girl, gone. Just like that. The streets done got the Bish. All right? She done got your Bish.
Gotcha, bitch.
Your Bish chose me. Your Bish chose me. Hey, man, and this is cold. I ain't laughing at Marques Houston. I'm laughing at you sip-ass ninjas. You sucker for love-ass ninjas. A wife should be loyal. A wife should be, come on, bruh. Yeah.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
It ain't no stopping them, man. Nobody can stop them, man. You can only hope to contain them. You cannot stop them. You can only hope to contain. Bitches want to dance and twerk and shit. She want to be out there shaking that ass. Them old days are gone, bruh. What I tell you, them old days are gone. And nigga, if Marques Houston can't keep a bitch off the street, what you goofy ass niggas think you about to do out here? I want a beautiful woman that's going to be loyal and be down and raise kids and stay in the house and not come outside and young. And she going to be young and beautiful forever. And no, nigga, no. Are you seeing this? Who's against me? Who's still against the coach gang philosophy? She want to be outside. And dude, I can watch this girl. She need to come over here. Where you at, Maya? All right, I got a little something for you out here. As long as you get divorced or separated, I can't fuck with you while you're married. Where y'all at? I want something genuine. Coach, I want some genuine desire. I want something traditional and genuine. I want a religious woman that has the fear of God in her. I want somebody that won't want to go in the streets, that'll be loyal and faithful and cook and clean. That's what I want. That's what you want? You want that? Not today, nigga. It's a new day out here. It's a new day. Yes, it is. She out there shaking that ass. Another reality pill by the Notorious one. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Where y'all at? Y'all don't got the stomach out here.
Do you have the stomach?
Y'all ain't got, hey, all I can say is good luck, man. The outside, the streets are here. Just sharing the streets. At least these people don't own, don't buy, don't believe. Just do what y'all need to do and just toss them to the next. You tell her like a real peop that you just tell her her faults, tell her what's up.
Do you have the stomach?
No, you don't. Shout out to the Celebrity Junk. Thanks for allowing me to share this video with the crowd here. Oh, man. Joshua Moon says, my 19-year-old JUCO made me feel like I was Sky Daddy. 19-year-old Big Boo-hoo T will own you. Be careful. And they know it. Daniel says, Owen Cook used to go by Tyler many years ago. and he would charge $3,000 a weekend for boot camp and would hire working girls so its clients would think he's an amazing teacher. Shout out to Daniel. Thank you for that update right there. Let me see here. I got you, man. I ended up getting you. It took me a while, but he said he used to go by Tyler. Yes, I remember that. Tyler's RSD that he used to go by, and he rebranded. But shout out to you. Shout out to Joshua Moon. Says 450 in the community would go crazy. 100%. And he says, shout out to Randy Escobar. Thanks, coach. That's all I got to say. Thank you. It's rough out here, gentlemen. It's rough. All right, man, look, you are rolling the dice out here. Good luck, man. That's all I can say. It's not what it used to be. Life is not what it used to be, man. Why don't you meet a girl in high school and go to college with her and then marry her so you know she ain't a freak? Are you a freak? I was about to sing, man. I done broke some hearts out here. Oh, my goodness. Shout out to Larry C. Coach. You are fucking awesome. I admit, I did listen to a couple of PUAs for a really short time, and they had good advice initially, but then it went off the rails quickly because it was time to sell you something, which, you know, we all got to eat out here. All right, but hey, as long as people leave me alone, man. That's all I got to say. The minute you start trying to take shots at me, I'm gonna take that shit personal. All right. This ain't ruin CGA when I'm out here winning, and then so you can sell your little dating court shit. All right, because I'm gonna ruin your shit right here. I'm gonna talk about what your PUA bullshit. Shout out to Profitable Pat. Appreciate you. Larry C says, hey coach. He says, I'll be soon commencing Operation Dismine on my wife's plump Italian gat. He says, if you and the coach gang don't hear from me tomorrow, my obituary will be on Al Gore's internet. Would you mind playing the Thick Time Paul clip? Shout out to you and the coach gang. Larry C's gonna lick his hand and slap that Italian gat. And if Larry C don't come back, we realize, yeah, he didn't make it. Shout out to you. And he wants me to play the Pog clip.
Do you ran into the right
bro?
folks?
What's your type? You like black, white?
I like white girls more better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Especially the thick time.
The thick time.
Word.
Snow bunny.
In other words,
Snow
Pog.
bunny.
Pod. That's what I like. Yeah. Hey, say that bit again. Say it one more time, but say it slow.
Pog. P-A-W-G. Fat ass white girls.
That's what I'm talking about.
What you like, bro?
Yeah.
I like fat ass white girls, the thick time.
Ooh,
the
yeah.
curvy types.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. You fall, fat ass white girl.
Fat ass white girl.
Shit, I got, but I
No,
know.
I'm talking about.
And he was proud of that shit too, bruh. Shout out to No Government Name says, this proves your point that men are the new women, especially PUAs. Ninjas would rather steal another man's woman and brag about it. Then get a woman that's single. They'll even brag about sleeping with married women like it's cool, which I don't understand. I've never gotten that. The idea, and I had followed these dating coaches around on Patreon, and they was striking out with real life women with, slump busters, booger wolves, knock knee, cockeyed. They had bitches ready to give them the pussy, striking out. And then they struck out so much that then they started going in on a woman that was with another man. Oh, man, I'll steal your girl. I'll put game on your girl. I'll take her back to the hotel. Let me go back. Brothers, you struck out with real women that didn't have no guy. Now you're going to take another guy's girl. I don't get that, man. What is wrong with this? Like, this makes no sense at all. Like, there's women out here single, go get them. All right. But now it's easier to take another man's girl. And I'm not saying this to help the man or save the guy, but why? Why that? Oh, I slept with this married bitch and I was digging her out and the husband didn't even know. No points. You get no points for that. Now, not to say that I haven't done stuff like that. but it's not my proudest moment. It's something that I wouldn't brag about at all. Okay, that's not bragging material. That shows a level of scarcity and desperation that you have to, married bitches are the easiest. Married cougars are the easiest. Okay. Okay, since they're the easiest, why are you bragging about it? Why are you bragging about it if they're so easy? All right, don't brag about shit like that. All right, I don't find that very masculine and manly thing to do. All right, but do you guys? And yeah, and they'll blame me about out here you tricking and messing up the relationship marketplace. Same guy. I'll be fucking these married cougars. They're easy. They pay for stuff. Like, wait a minute. You just told me I'm messing up the marital marketplace but you're out here banging married chicks. Yeah, that shit'll get you deleted, especially messing with white women. You know what I heard in the UK? A dude told me never mess with I can't say it over here. He said never mess with a black man's chick. He said they'll shoot you. So you'll get shot out here over some punani. All right. Ask DJ Trouble in Atlanta. Do not mess around, bro. It ain't worth it. Young men, listen to me. It is not worth it. It is not worth it to be jumping out, running out naked, because dudes will Uzi you up over their girl. So really checking. This is why you don't go to the girl spot, because she might have just, no woman single. She might have just broke up with a crazy nigga. A crazy nigga. And he still got keys to the apartment. And you out here going to her house, her crazy ass cheap apartment in motherfucking Atlanta Zone 6. And pull up like I'm gonna just get this easy pussy. I rarely ever go to a woman's house. Hell no. Especially if she's a younger chick under 30. I ain't going to her crib. Black men will shoot you dead, bruh. White dudes will Uzi you up. White dudes will plot and plan on taking your life. And he ain't fucked his wife in 10 years. And he'll still. Right? Dude, I don't mess with other. When women say she got something, they just lying, coach. Okay, let her lie then. She says she got a boyfriend. Let her lie. And if a woman dumb enough to keep using that, wondering why guys walk off when they say, well, I have a boyfriend, and that nigga just walk off, they need to come up with something else. That's her fucking fault. There's too many women out here. Dumbass bitches want to say they got a boyfriend as a little objection. And I ain't countering it. Okay, enjoy your fucking boyfriend. Right? They're just like, no, man, they be lying. You got to overcome that objection. They just saying that. Okay, let her say it. I don't know why you saving these hoes. If they want to use that dumbass line, walk off on their ass. They'll figure out not to use that stupid shit. They'll walk off, they'll learn not to use that stupid shit. But y'all so dumb, you going to overcome her and spend time with the shit. If you want to say you got a boyfriend and a husband, go ahead. All right, y'all should just walk off. That's how you change it. Not trying to overcome it. Well, can I apply for a friendship? Fuck out of here. Goof ass nigga. Well, we can still be friends. We can still go out. You know what I mean? And we can still hang out. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I can apply for a friendship. Like, this is so dumb, bruh. I mean, the desperation of these people in their teachings is absolutely ridiculous, bruh. I don't get it. I don't understand how people be getting off teaching y'all this shit and playing like they the cool guy. They'll get a girl with a whole boyfriend in front of them and then be like, oh man, she was feeling me. I was about to get the number and take the girl from the dude. Like, what kind of shit is this, man? Y'all trying to fight niggas? Like, come on, bro. What is this, man? This can't be real. Can't be real. Like, we can't be bragging about shit like this. You got to be a little bit bigger teaching people what's going on. And fuck you if you telling me I'm telling niggas the trick. Whatever, y'all. I think what you're telling dudes is absolutely dangerous. Right? This is dangerous to your own personal well-being and your future. So, and she going to do the same shit to you, bruh. Dude, now, if the dude ain't there and she don't say shit and you think she's single, cool. Anything goes. And then she says, well, I have a boyfriend after you hit them guts. Well, that's out of your control. Tranisha says, if Batman was so religious, why do you think he didn't marry at 19? Why do you think men hold women to a standard they don't hold themselves to? And he's a single dad now. He's judgmental. So you're saying that men should marry at 19 too? I kind of disagree. I think that men probably aren't prepared to marry at 19. Thus, you will probably see that 19-year-old woman who is probably in her most fertile years and has the ability to make multiple children is going to be probably be best served by someone slightly older. Now, Tranisha, I do understand that. I think it is interesting that if there were a series of women that were ready to marry at 19, I do think that there would be not a lot of suitors willing to marry them. So that's when I do ask, well, there is a conundrum in this space of men saying women should be willing to do it, but they won't do it. Like, there's dudes that are 19 and 20 and 26 and 27, like, nah, I ain't fucking marrying out here. Okay, so what's the point? Right? We're telling women to be traditional and willing to be married. Let's just say 19-year-olds get together and have a pact to marry y'all and be traditional. Would y'all do it? Well, y'all be like, well, we gonna get bait and switch, and we don't want to marry the state, and we ain't marrying these hoes. Okay. So now what you're going to have is these bitches on the monetized dating marketplace. Not only that, you're going to have them in these streets. All right. So can't complain that they chose the streets. Can't complain that they choose the streets. This is why I just said, man, the streets are what they are, bruh. What we have is what we have. So men ain't marrying these hoes. Okay, fine. Men aren't prepared to marry. Men ain't got the financial wherewithal to marry. Well, guess what? I'm going to be folding these goddamn girls up like a love letter from the second grade, your future wives. So that's where we at. So if men ain't going to marry, fine with me. I'll use them. I'll lease them out. They monetize. Cool. Shout out to our brother said, he says, watch the playback when you were talking about Latinas becoming jealous. My girlfriend, now ex, was living with me. She wouldn't leave when trying to kick her out. Caught an assault charge. Never letting another woman live with me again. Now, when these things happen, Seti, they're going to call you bitter and hurt. The next woman's going to say, I would never do something like that. And then you're going to be Charlie Brown, and then the woman's going to pull the football, and she's going to do the same thing. Chalk it up as a learning experience and what to do. And do not let these people force you to believe that the next woman ain't going to do something similar. Thanks, ladies, for playing your fucking hand early enough for us to realize not to trust you bitches. All right. So, the women have to blame themselves for this. They can't handle stuff. They crash out. They stoop and squat. They squat at the house. They won't leave. They are not honorable. They destroy property and shit. They burn cars. They divorce great men. They take false allegations, bitch. And then when men come up here and be like, dude, don't trust these hoes. Oh, y'all just bitter. I wouldn't do nothing like that. Hey, thank God for you women out here showing y'all asses during breakups. And, the women can say the same about men. Thank God for y'all women showing asses. So we knew early enough before we was goddamn dead. All right. We knew, like, hey, I seen one bitch act a monkey. I will never let another one act a monkey on me. So what I'm going to do is put up safeguards for the rest of you broads. Now, don't come up here blaming me. Oh, well, you need to trust. And you just need, no, fuck that. One girl act a monkey on me and caused me a goddamn night in jail. I lost my job. I lost my kids. I put on child support. Fuck that, bruh. Nah, man. Thanks for showing your ass. Ladies, blame your friends. Blame your niece and your cousin and your aunt and them and all of that shit. Thanks for showing your ass. And I'll never trust any of you schizoids ever again. Don't blame me for that shit. All right, I'm going to put up safeguard on the rest of you broads. And I'm going to put cases on the rest of y'all. Yep, fool me once, motherfucker. Fool me motherfucking once. Shout out to y'all. Fool me once. I ain't gonna never let one of you broads get me again. Fuck you. You need to trust me. You know, I'm not like that. Fuck you. All right? That's what I'm going to tell y'all, bruh. Fuck that. Blame yourself. Don't blame me, motherfucker. The 10th man, she kind of looks like Aaliyah. For real, what's her price? Whatever it is, I might do it for a night, but she does have to be divorced. No government name DW says she played him like he's still Roger from Sista, ye old bait and ye old switch. The marriage will go down as the greatest creation of all time in this space. You are truly one of one, coach. I do not have the stomach. I'll stay on the sidelines.
Do you have the stomach?
Stay on the sidelines if you can't brace it out here, man. Shout out to you crazy broads that act a monkey when the breakup happens. All right, you are teaching men a lesson. Teaching men a lesson. And ladies, stop blaming us. Blame these Crash Bandicoot assholes. Right? Blame these Crash Bandicoot assholes that y'all don't call out for acting a monkey. All right? Fuck the rest. Because no one is safe. You right. Anyway, shout out to the coach gang. Hope you learned something. We out of here. Peace.
Better boss up, nigga.